Oh, we ready?
Taking a shit.
Huh?
Sergio taking a shit.
What?
You are really fun. For real.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this.
This is when you're supposed to drop around.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever. I'll do what I want. Vote FooL! Capital L in the building. Welcome to the FooL and Friends, episode 15. This quinceañera.
Table 15.
Table 15. Oh, man. Yeah, episode 15. So we got,
I need another quarter.
you need a quarter? Good.
So I can get the wire.
So, can we have a round of applause for Mr. Dennis Aruba, sir? Can we have? He's in the building. Yeah. Present. We have Chuck, Mr. Chuckles.
Just
What the hell is that?
That's the perfect intro for Chuck.
Right? The granny or whatever the fuck that was. We got the pirate.
A.K.A. Bodega Pirate.
Bodega Pirate. That's your show name now. You are officially Bodega Pirate. I like it. And of course, we got Big Red in the building, as always. This is the 15th episode, guys.
Yes.
We're 5 away from 20.
That's math.
Yeah,
That works.
it is.
That's counting.
That's
all
pretty.
right.
That's pretty good, man. We're almost at like a full season of a show, you know, because seasons like go usually like 20 some episodes,
yeah,
maybe.
20 episodes.
You know,
that.
like,
All right.
but we're not doing it seasons. I'm just saying, like, to put it in perspective for some people. Think of that. Your show goes on for a season, and we do it every other week. You know, it's pretty dope. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook Live and also on those on Spreaker, if you do ever anymore. I think everybody predominantly does it on Facebook now.
Seems that way, yeah.
But tonight, if y'all were tuning in last show, we said we're going to do Krampus. That's going to be fucking hilarious. And the next 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, which is 11 to 15. And so I also want to do the year-end review of pretty much everything. Like, you know, the gaming news, like big news in that aspect, but also movies throughout the whole year that, you know, have been released. And also show moments, if any reviews that we've done, you know. So by all means, and if those watching, you know, if you have been following us the whole time, you know, our reviews. Is that mine?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So yeah, but first, shout out to our no sponsors. See how I did that? I was ready. You know, I was ready to drop. So hey,
we have the time there. Yeah, you just gotta
but
put them
no, for I guess what we're brought to you by Highlight tonight apparently.
Aren't we always?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right, and he's got Florida Cracker in the
Cigar
fridge.
City,
Yep, and then I got an Angry Orchard because I like cider. I like cider. I'm the diversity of the drinkers here. But yeah, so
He's
I
big
did
boy
want
apple
to
juice.
actually bring up a fond memory I have actually of Apex. With Apex, they had earlier in the year, remember they were going to do their tournament, you know, for the pro teams and shit. They got a new one coming up, or I think they, you know, expanded it if I'm not mistaken. And that shit is going to be, I believe, $5 million or something like that. Yeah, I think it's $5 million overall throughout the tournament. So imagine you
So we're getting practicing on that, right?
right?
That's
Like,
a lot of money.
you know, I would love, like, yo, we can have to do FooL and Friends team. And we can fucking, like, imagine that shit. Like, people watching us.
We still need a third member.
Right?
Scotty.
Parents that told us that video games wasn't going to amount to shit. Right?
Yeah, right. I'm just going for $5 million playing this game. No big
Hell
deal.
yeah, dude. Like, that's crazy, though. Like, to imagine, like, You're good. It's okay.
Sorry, man.
You're fine.
Squeaking over here.
It's real life.
That's my only
This is
contribution.
real life.
Dennis, what do you want to contribute to this?
Squeaky chairs.
All he did is stare at the camera and squeak his chair.
Right?
That's it.
You know? Hey,
Sorry, guys.
chair people. This is the whore episode, by the way. Just so you know, we're gonna whore out
We're
this
dying
show
out here.
for dollars, dollar bills.
Can we get some AC sponsorship, maybe?
Man,
Yeah.
seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Like pocket AC or
Not
something.
summertime.
Get
Why
some
is it
kind
so
of
hot in
coolant,
here?
maybe. You're gonna see me greasy and wet on like from the stage of Hustle and Flow.
Dying over here.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them. I love their game. It's fucking amazing. I as a gamer wasn't in the first person shooters like that. Like I play Halo, play the shit out of that.
Halo 2.
You know what I'm saying? So GoldenEye, a little bit of that.
And
But
GoldenEye.
honestly, that's really the extent. Like that's my catalog. Oh, Counter-Strike on the PC back in the day. That. Yeah. Like that shit was, but that was pretty much it. Like I wasn't really big first person. That shit, I've been on it like crack. Like I gotta say, it's fun. It's a entertaining way. It's an entertaining look on the genre because I mean it's just like any other battle royale, last man standing and shit. You know, like but you have a squad of people, a tiny little 3-man squad. Every person does something unique, and it's like it's fucking easy to pick up but hard to master. You know, and it's
True,
just fun. You know,
We've
like,
come a long way in 3 seasons, too.
oh hell yeah.
Like, I think the majority of my kills and wins were from this season alone.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Easily.
Like when you win, it feels fucking good.
It really does.
Like it feels good. Like not only like especially when you just drop your dick on people, like you just beat the like you have what I like to call like the Matrix moments where you're just like sliding under bullets and shit and just like it's intense.
It gets
you know?
pretty intense when there's like 2 teams left, you know?
Yeah. Exactly, and I got some plays on my Facebook, on my YouTube, FooL. There's some clips that I have that I've done some pretty awesome shit like that I'm proud of to the point where I actually record it and upload it to YouTube. So like,
I have a couple saved. I just
You
need
know,
to get
like-
them uploaded.
I've had some where like my dude I like to use his ultimate is he can stealth, like he throws out a bunch of decoys, and like so I have. Did that, got out of a fight, came up behind somebody, just blow, they're done. Like, and the thing is, it happens to you, so you know the feeling. So you know the feeling you're giving them at that point. Like, yo, exactly, you know, like so that's been
gaming news over the year that I can contribute to it.
by all means. So that's been actually my thing, and I recommend again if you're hesitant with shooters, try it out. I recommend it.
And the one thing I
that's
will
a
say-
big sell for me.
And the one thing I'll say about the game itself is like with Fortnite, there's a lot of balancing issues with the weapons. With Apex, there really isn't. Everything is balanced. It's just you need to know how to use that gun.
Right.
Some pack harder punch. Some have like higher ammo count. But it depends on what you're comfortable using.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot more balanced in that sense too.
Exactly.
I do like that.
And it gives you those little bit of old school Halo vibes too, a little bit.
It does it. Well, it's made by who was it? Respawn. That also make Titanfall 2. So it
Right.
plays kind of like Call of Duty, but cleaner. You know.
Yeah, dude, and it's
Yeah.
free.
It's
By
free,
the way,
yes.
it's free.
Season passes or battle pass is well worth it too for that game.
Like I like, and that's the part that got me from the get go. I'm like, yo, this shit's free as fuck.
Yep.
Like I don't have to, I don't have to pay shit.
It's not free 99.
Right, it's just free as fuck. You just download this shit. You don't even need PlayStation Plus, at least for the PlayStation heads.
Nope.
Like, you don't need Plus to play that. You just download it, and here you go. Here's a free game that's
To be fair, I
by
think that's-
value
I think
easily
that's
30.
also Paladins and Fortnite or any of those free to play.
Yeah.
I think are like that.
I would easily say I could justify saying like, yo, if they wanted to sell me that for like $40, I'd buy that.
You see, but that's the other thing.
And that's the best part.
That's
You
what's
don't.
smart about like games like that they're the ones that are mastering this free-to-play bullshit.
Right.
Because so many have come before them, and they failed miserably. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing is not only to do it on a console platform, because it's been done on PC and it's been done on mobile.
Exactly.
But for you to like get that niche onto like the platform, onto the console platform, that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah.
So,
True.
That and honestly this year the the strives they made into cross-playing,
Yeah.
like between different systems.
Bro, we've had video games for almost fucking 40 years.
Yes!
And we
was
still
greed.
and we still don't have crossplay, bro.
Yeah.
We're finally seeing it, man.
And
That's
pure,
insane.
that's all it was pure greed,
Rocket League's doing it now too.
you know?
Was
But
that-
they
Rocket League
realized...
does it now.
Yeah, and the thing is, they realized honestly what it was is they realized we can make more money by tapping the same people without having to force them to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be more inclined to do that. Oh, we got a special guest in the building. What up, bruh? How are you?
Chuck.
Let's see, T-Bone.
We have Torrin in the building.
Go ahead, man.
How you doing, man?
I'll get thrown into the couch.
Back to the casting couch.
Back to the couch.
Wow, we got.
Long time ago. I don't think he remembers that.
Probably not.
Probably beat her alcohol.
Or both.
I want to see the inside of that jacket.
That was my first time.
Dude, that. Why aren't you wearing it inside out?
Because I got a red shirt on.
That's.
It's a crime. Red on red.
That's a crime? I didn't know
Black
that
on
was a
black
crime,
crime.
man.
Good territory, didn't you know?
Oh, shit.
I don't attack my own. That's a Fugazi.
That was
And
nice.
here we
I don't
go.
care if Bill Burr. I don't care what he does. I'm not gonna fuck with Bill Burr.
Nah.
Bro, you look like him. That's your dad, bro.
Right, that's your fucking dad,
People tell,
brother.
me, people tell me that in bars all the fucking time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, dude.
When I saw one episode one day, and I'm like, that's red all the way right there, man.
Dude.
Bill Burr, man. I'm like,
Straight
shit.
up. So, hey, how you doing?
I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, thank you for popping in.
Yeah, I actually think this is white. She just want to say this.
That's kind of odd.
I'm the one who fucking invited you. What do you mean?
No, she was
Shout out to Ninnis' wife.
What's that about?
Right.
She was like, you gonna go to the podcast tomorrow? And you're like, oh yeah, you should come by.
Wow. Shout out to your wife. Can she get a round of applause?
Sure.
Shout out to his
Fine.
wife. There you go.
I mean, I only
Round of
invited
applause.
you like 2 weeks ago too, but
You
that's
know?
cool too, man. All right.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, go ahead, give him the mic for a second here. I got a couple of questions.
Oh man.
You're about to get interviewed.
Can I get a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis, can you grab
I
me?
want Matt's beer.
We don't have it.
I tried it yesterday for the first
Ignorant
time.
L's.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Shout out to
Whatever.
Maddie. Hey,
man.
so how you been?
Good, man.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
It's just a weird opening question.
No, that's perfect. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
So
I've been alright, been good.
never.
As he takes a sip of Michelob Ultra. What is that?
It's heroin water.
Angry Orchard?
Angry Orchard.
Yeah.
It is adult apple juice. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Thanks,
Thank you, sir.
Now I know you have like your
He wants you to shotgun it. That's what I mean.
I know you have your own like projects that you do. So tell us a little bit more about these projects, sir.
I'd be more specific. Which ones?
Ooh,
Well, I'm just saying.
No blast.
keep flying.
No.
So what's your
Like-
okay? So what's
like-
your most? Let's talk about
Like, what am I
what
most
you got
busiest with?
coming up right now. Like what's next? Right.
What are you really passionate about? Not just the bullshit. What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to
Did
do?
you just say he does bullshit?
I know, right?
I know.
Wow.
Nothing I nothing I do is bullshit,
Like,
John.
there's gonna be some where you're like,
He didn't say shit ton.
don't. Hey, that's on me. I'm not lying. He knows it's true.
Is it?
I don't know what he just said. No. So I guess what I got coming up when
Can't say no on camera.
I guess so. Anyway, yeah, when I get back, it's more like the kids podcast and stuff that I do.
Yeah.
I produce some podcasts for kids for this company called Penna.
Okay.
And it's a relatively new company. It's about to be just a year old next month.
Oh.
And so yeah, there's all types of different kids podcasts on there. Like some are like interactive, like game show type podcasts, narrative audiobooks, music, and I produce 3 podcasts for them. One's a daily joke show that I got Dennis helping me out with. He,
yeah.
So
plug it enough. I
I
don't.
know. He knows that.
It's
He
the
knows
wrong
that.
platform. And we're talking about
Yeah.
kids podcast. I'm like, hey guys,
If you like this,
Yeah.
if you like little people porn,
right up your
then you're
alley.
gonna love this kids podcast. I do.
He's that dude from Full House. What's his name?
Bob Saget.
Joey Gladstone.
Bob Saget. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That one's it.
We got a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, you go.
I think he is.
That's
Yeah.
yes.
But so yeah, Dennis helps me out with that, and that's basically it's basically dad jokes, but between two characters, there's like a little banter.
Yeah.
It goes back and forth, and it's actually pretty funny. That both of the actors are really good.
My kids love
They're,
that show.
Yeah. They say like what Christina says every time. What's the joke of the day? What's the joke of the
Yeah,
day?
they asked for it like, during the day. Yeah, they asked for it.
And they actually like helped me out one time. There was one time where I guess we accidentally had the same joke on twice, and he texted me and was like, "Hey, Christina said you guys had the same joke on that was yesterday."
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we
nice.
fixed it. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Christina is on it. Yeah.
She's on quality control.
Yeah. She is, man.
Quality
Yeah,
control.
she
She's like,
is.
hey.
Yeah.
She'll do it with the show too. Facebook page. She's like, he posts too much.
Stop flooding my news
Yeah.
feed.
You don't think about it? I stopped posting.
Yes, I was
You
just
did.
about to say that, bro.
I completely stopped.
Well, that's true. She did that.
Yeah. She's like,
Oh.
why do they
I was
keep
gonna
posting
do
so
one
much?
a day, and I was like, I'll do one a day. And then I don't know why.
Yeah,
but I just
and then you didn't. Because I told you that because we had that discussion in chat, and I was like, yeah, just go down to like one post a
I
day.
gotta do that, man.
He's like, fuck that.
No, I fucked up.
That shit was-
I'm used to just like, I see something moving and I'm like, I have to like time it out or something.
yeah, man, because you don't want that person on
I'll
your feed.
I'll do a little alarm on my phone about noon. Be
The nooner.
Make a new post. I'll look through my shit. I'll be like,
Do the post.
Baby Yoda, laugh.
Likes.
He always gets likes.
So you mainly have been just doing that. Is there any other like secret project you want to go on? That do you want to make a secret
World domination.
right now?
Oh, that's me and Joe. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. That's a little inside thing to me and Joffrey, man. So like, but now like, right now just I do that, and then I have like my own voiceover stuff that I do, like you know what I mean, just with other random production companies and video recording studios there in New York, like go in there and just record for like.
You do have a very
commercials and-
sensual voice, so I mean, I can see
I was
you.
just about to say that, bro.
So being, I'm like, if you're going into
Well-
voiceover is like perfect because you have like the distinct voice.
That's what like I don't know if you know this, but like it's like when we were in Pierce in 7th grade, people used to always say call me chef.
Oh,
Chef.
from South
So,
Park,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. And people always come up to me and start singing that song you had.
Chocolate
but-
salty.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Suck on my sour chocolate bow.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be a Scientologist. No.
Shots fired.
Scientology by that point
No.
is going to be like, what's more bullshit?
Nah.
They already took over Clearwater and shit. So
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You'll be famous by then.
Nah, it's okay. Nah. But so I've been doing that, but like, but the kids podcasting thing is like it's really fun. Like I'm glad, I'm very fortunate I was able to find that gig and
Yeah.
do that because I was already in like the voiceover audio production kind of realm or whatever. So to find something like that to be around other voice actors and like produce podcasts,
Yeah,
and,
be
like,
a
fun
something
stuff
creative
and-
like that.
Yeah. And I was at NewsHour for like 5 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. John was like the only person that was like around our age that came up to me and was like, man, I love that shit. Like, usually like it's always older people, like 50 plus. Yeah. And
Mark Shields and David Brooks, that was like my favorite segment.
yeah. But I would say like there is I guess more of a liberal stance on it a little bit, but we always try to play it down the middle. So like so coming from like being
Both
like
sides.
a journalist to like doing kids podcasts was like a big thing, but like I was able to do it.
It's like, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's dope.
So hashtag world domination, Jofer. So
You're getting that.
yeah, man. So but yeah, so yes, that's been good. And then another 2 podcasts I do. One's called a trivia show, like a kids trivia show. That's also daily, and then another one that's it's called Hero Hotel. It's pretty cool, and it's about this kid. It's just a fiction one, and it's about a half hour long. It's about this kid who ends up staying at his grandmother's hotel, and she runs and operates for superheroes. So superheroes are like the guests there, but they don't want to like fight villains and stuff when they're on vacation. So it's up to the kid to like come up with these creative, cool ways to save the day and all that. And
That's pretty
it's
dope.
very
That's awesome.
funny. It's really an all ages podcast, so it's not really
Right.
just for kids. There's a lot of like humor in there that I think only adults will get. That's the way like me and the writer tried to do.
Oh,
it.
kind of like SpongeBob, you know?
A little bit like that.
Yeah, in the sense
Yeah.
of like, there's some shit for like adults.
There's just a
and
lot of
then-
references to like movies from the 80s in there that I don't think kids will get, but I think we will get.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's
and,
pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And so so I got to get back working on season 2 for that. So season one, we just finished that this month. So
Episodes in your first season?
10.
And how
Yeah,
many episodes?
like half hour, like 25, like 20, like 30 minutes. It is. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's fun though. It's fun stuff.
Now, for those that are interested, like, what platforms are you available on? Can
Oh,
we get downloaded?
Yeah, so all the Pinna stuff is basically just on the app, but the Pinna app that you can download on like Google.
Penna?
Pinna, Pinna.
P-I.
And you can also download it, on Apple, Google. But
Which is pretty cool because I just gotta say the pinna is the outer portion of your ear. So it's just kind
That's
of
what that means, yeah.
That's
That's what that is,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool, yeah.
You
Yeah.
look at the levels.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
levels.
Boom.
mind blown.
Drop some knowledge on you guys.
Yeah, so that you can get the app
The
there.
waters run deep.
Get out.
That was great.
Just throw it in there. Sorry, guys.
You know what? And since you're our guest, I mean, do you game at all? I mean, do you get your game on?
Like video. You mean like video games?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
like-
spit game every day, bro. I live in fucking New York.
I didn't know if that was slang for something else.
Nah, man, that's the whole thing
Um,
of my show. It's halvesies.
He was looking for a bullet just in case. You know.
Yeah.
Big
Hey,
D
do you
in
game?
Brooklyn.
Could you show me your ways?
I do children's content. I got a daytime image, Joe. For
There's a lot of single moms out there, right?
Hey!
Hey, you wanted to come on this show.
I know.
It's
For you, man. It's for you.
I know.
That was
I
great.
appreciate it.
That was great.
Hey, would you ask? Oh, gaming.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't. Like, since I moved to New York, like, I haven't
No.
really been gaming. Like, I was gonna bring at that time my PS3 with me, but I was like, no, I gotta focus on doing the stuff I want to do. Like,
Right.
games is cool, but like, I got all these things I want to accomplish and do, and it'll distract me. But every time I come here, I do plug up my old PS3 and play just Call of Duty, old Call of Duty, regular
Nice.
Modern Warfare 2.
When they were still
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I love those games. They actually bring back
Oh,
memories,
hey, man, maybe
Yeah, so-
you hit up Apex. Maybe you do a voice for one of the characters.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
saying.
never know.
Yeah, that'd be
Hey,
Yeah,
I,
never
dude,
know,
that
man.
would be dope. Because
I'm
then
actually-
you'd be like, yeah, I'm going to play this shit.
Yeah,
Because that's me, dog.
yeah.
Because, yeah, it's dope, man.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty cool with one of the animation designers
Oh.
for the first one. It was like very random. Like, I just added him on Facebook like years ago,
Hmm.
and just because he's like the only black character in the first one, and I identified with him.
Right.
And we just like comment on our stuff, and you know, he's a pretty cool guy.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, all right. Is now for you, 2019. Was there any movies that, like, maybe a movie or two that has been like, yo, right? Besides Krampus,
I don't know what that is. I think he told me about
He's
that.
like, it sounds like a disease or something. Look.
Yeah.
crabs.
My grandfather's gonna write. He's got Krampus though.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
An answer, Krampus.
Sounds like something from Oregon Trail.
Oh, Billy
Lily
caught
just died from
Krampus.
Krampus.
Yo, the new dysentery.
Speaking of games, but no movies. Like I don't really watch a whole lot of movies, but I did today actually. I watched Uncut Gems, and I watched
nice.
and I watched Joker actually today.
Yeah?
I finally watched Joker. Yeah.
Joker
So-
was
Damn,
a
man.
really,
Joker was really good.
Guy living the best life right
That-
now.
Dude, like I tell you about the other stuff I was watching.
Yeah, I know.
I'm on vacation, so I'm just here. I have nothing to do, so I'm just
Yeah,
watching.
it's good, man.
No, I saw them both. Yeah.
Get out! It's T-Bone.
So
That's a beautiful T-bow.
NSA's like,
Is that hyphenated T-bone or?
Oh my God.
why'd you have to put me on the spot like that, John?
I know.
Anyway, no, but I really like Joker though.
Yeah?
Joker
it
was-
was really good. I mean, I've been hearing
I
that
see that
since
one,
it
too.
came out, but I only got a chance to see it today. It was really good. Yeah. And then but other than that, I haven't really watched any other movie. Like I'm serious. I went to the movies only once to see Endgame, and that was it. Like you know what I mean. And then,
Speaking of which,
yeah,
for me, that was my highlight of the year.
it was- yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying there wasn't better movies, but for me, that was just like the highlight for me. Because I saw, like, I want to say at least 80% of those in the theaters. And, like, I saw it originally when it first was The Incredible Hulk, when it was Edward Norton and he was playing Bruce Banner. And that I stayed for a little bit because I was like, fuck it, I'm chilling watching it. And then they did the credits and they did the scene right after, and I was like, what? And then Robert Downey Jr. walks in and I was like, oh, fuck, wait a minute. He got Iron Man coming out.
I can't remember which one did it start with.
Incredible
I
Hulk.
don't remember that. Yeah. Because I saw that movie.
No, yeah. It was Iron Man. And that's when I was just like, yo, did that really just happen? And I was like, maybe they're just doing that just to... No, that's when you know they actually start... Everything was in the same... Yeah.
Bigger.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
year was that? What year was that?
2010, right? Or 9?
Edward Norton was 2010, but the Avengers Initiative
Yeah.
and everything, when like the first Iron Man, that was 2008.
Yeah. Like...
Yeah.
11 years in the making.
Yeah. And, like...
Yeah.
The thing is, too, like...
No. Infinity War was 10 years.
Yeah. And... No, and the crazy part was when I watched the first Iron Man in theaters, like that shit when he started talking about S.H.I.E.L.D., I was like, oh wow, they're really mentioning S.H.I.E.L.D. Like they're just dropping that shit initially in this fucking movie. I'm like, they ain't gonna do all that, are they? And then next thing you know, they're like, oh, by the way, we're about to make Avengers. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, really? And then to like see it all come to that 3 hour
For me, that 3 hours flew by.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
A 3 hour movie to me sounds like, oh, but then
right, but next thing you
into
know,
it and
you're like, wait, what
engaged.
happened?
Yeah,
It's not like 3
it flew by.
hours of Irishman. It was 3 hours of.
Still haven't seen that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's two different.
Yeah,
Or Lord of the
That's good.
Rings. Yeah.
Right.
Because it's action. You know what I mean? Right. Well, that too. Yeah. That too. Yeah.
TV show on, you're gonna binge that for like,
It was so long. Right, and then it's like you spend like 12 hours watching.
It's like, oh, good character, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Good character.
But it just, for me, the fact that they managed to hold all that together so well and so cohesive, you know?
Yeah, it was very.
And, like-
it was very.
Well, my thing is this, is I like the fact that they did at least try to make a specific type of movie. Like Captain America, the original was their period piece, quote unquote, because everything was set back in, yeah. And exactly, it was really, Ant-Man, to me, that was their heist movie. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy was their sci-fi space movie. You know, Thor was supposed to be the fantasy, but those first two kind of didn't hit as hard as they should have. The second one was definitely better, but each movie had a purpose, you know?
What about Doctor Strange?
That's their mystical.
That's fucking
Yeah.
slept on
That,
Marvel movie.
I
yeah.
haven't seen any of those actually.
Yeah, and
I walked out, people were like, it's okay. And I'm like,
like, were we watching the same thing?
No, the whole thing with the
That was
astral
the one
projection
that-
was
and they
awesome.
went crazy for Captain Marvel. I'm like, that's garbage.
I haven't seen it yet. I still haven't seen
I
it.
like Captain Marvel.
It
I
was
like
not
Captain
their
Marvel.
best, but I mean,
Okay.
I enjoyed it for
I
what
have
it
Disney
was.
Plus now, so I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, for sure. Like, but I enjoyed Captain Marvel for what
By the
it
way,
was.
Doctor Strange is my favorite of the Marvel heroes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
I can see that. I can see
Solid
that.
choice.
This is where I'm gonna get me and Vic
I like
might
Ghost
have a
Rider.
difference of opinions, but the thing or the magic that Marvel did is that they brought different directorial styles and they still made it work all into the
Yeah.
same
Yeah, but they were getting
line.
rid of directors because they wouldn't fit the vision.
But
They got rid of what's his name? He did fucking the Edgar
Wright.
Wright. They
Well,
got
he
rid
was
of-
originally supposed to be Ant-Man, but he still got a writing credit on Ant-Man.
Yeah, but they were like, you're going too far astray.
That being said, but then what happens is that once you get into the same style, aka fuck Zack Snyder,
Right.
then your product starts to suffer, and it's very formulaic.
Yeah.
So to me, one of the greatest things
But
about
that's not. Whoa.
yeah,
No, Marvel is formulaic because they're getting rid of directors to fit their formula. What are you talking about? That's totally antithetical to what you're saying. At least Zack Snyder, like, dude, the reason I like what DC does because
I feel like these two should have a mic, man.
They let the directors take reign, and if it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's great. That's the thing, man. With Marvel, it's constantly solid. It's solid. You get to Endgame, it's great because you finally get a payoff, and it's not just a bridge to get to another thing. It's actually like, this is a movie. You know what I'm saying? The other ones aren't movies. I 100% agree with, or I shouldn't say I agree with Scorsese. It's cinema. But I understand what he's saying when he's saying, these are not movies. This is just, like, it's more for the entertainment value for fans than it is cinema and telling a full story.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like it's
but
Yeah,
even,
I mean,
even
it's-
so, some of the
but some of them still work.
their inner trilogies, like Guardians, so far has been its own cohesive, small pocket of a story. It still ties into everything, but by itself, you could take those two movies by themselves and be fine. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, yeah.
Same
Kind
thing
of.
with
but like the
with
end credit
Captain
scenes, like what the
America.
fuck is that then?
And you don't have to watch the end credit scenes. You can omit the end credit scene.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying though.
You can totally omit that, and that's fine.
Branding at this point.
Because
But you're talking
I'm
about their
saying,
better movies though.
Even so, well, the trilogy with Captain
Yeah.
America.
Captain America. You know what's funny? I hate Captain America. Like before these films, and then they made me love Captain America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I thought those Captain America movies were great.
exactly,
Oh, I thought
exactly,
so,
and
yeah.
in them a pocket by themselves,
Especially Winter Soldier. Shout out.
exactly,
Yeah.
and a pocket by itself. Those, even with Civil War, as much as it does incorporate other people, it
That
still
one's-
can be, a cohesive trilogy by itself. You know, because even in stuff like hell, Star Wars, the original from the 70s, the New Hope, New Hope, Empire, and Jedi.
Yep.
Those by themselves, without knowing everything, work. And that's how Marvel shit to me works.
Yeah.
Even Thor, as crappy as those were, because yes, they're not all bangers.
Yeah.
but
the beautiful thing about Endgame is that they take from
it's
like having that cohesiveness.
Yeah.
Helped in the end with Endgame.
right.
And it paid off, but it took 20 whatever
Right.
movies, and I'm like, I mean, and it's not like I said, there's some bangers in there, but there's a lot of filler in my opinion. There's a lot of like this was at best. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
well,
But-
yeah.
That's the plan.
But I think a lot of that has to do with like we're taking away from what the director could actually like contribute to the film, and we're just you have to do this, you have to do that. Oh, by the way, pander to all these different groups and everything.
Oh, that
Like-
the pandering, yeah, I can
Dude, the
understand
fucking
that.
Nike commercial in Captain Marvel, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Where it's like, like goes back to her childhood and you can't do this. You're a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Like shit like that. It's basically a Nike commercial.
Like I
in the
get what
movie.
you're saying about that.
You
I
can
get,
do it, Yeah.
I
anyway.
get what you're saying there.
I'm watching
and
that, I'm like, this is
and that's
corny as fuck.
understandable.
Yeah.
But I still say in the aspect of what it is, because they definitely got range. But yes, they still were like, yo, we just need you to make sure you hit these couple of points, work that in however you want.
But every so often that shit
know.
lined up for me. Like Winter Soldier to me is like, and the first Iron Man really, like right from the bang,
Yeah.
right from the jump. I didn't really care for Iron Man before that, to be honest with you.
Right.
He wasn't like,
well, that honestly, I will say this: they hit the nail on the fucking head when they were like, hey, we need Robert Downey Jr.
oh, dude,
as Tony
perfect.
Stark.
Yes.
Because that was slightly typecasted. And
Yeah.
no,
That was a
dude,
comeback, man. That dude was
'Cause
like,
I know he was.
and that is the Tony Stark
he
story.
was down here. People
Right.
were making fun
You
of
know.
him and stuff.
So y'all want to hear an interesting story about this? So I'm good. I got
Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
So an interesting story
I gotta,
about
like,
this
aim this over
is
here.
how Disney, and I will concede this point, Iron Man and Tony Stark throughout the whole comic book arc, especially throughout the 60s, he suffered with alcoholism.
Exactly.
And that never made it onto the Disney movies.
Yeah.
Ever.
Of course not.
That's true,
Well,
yeah.
well,
You know,
yeah.
because it was too pure, and obviously this was one of their anchor characters. This was one of their auxiliary characters.
Right.
But it never made it. You showed hints of it, and Jon Favreau kind of got away with it in the second one.
Exactly.
Because he was like, you showed Iron Man get smacked.
Yes.
But, like,
He was
it never
fucking
happened.
hammered.
That movie was
Yeah.
one of the lesser ones.
It was.
Right, yeah,
You
it
know,
was.
It was one of those filler ones, but the thing is that's how Jon Favreau was able to get away with
Yeah.
these things here and there.
Dude, when they casted Mickey Rourke, I'm like, this is gonna be great. I was
And
so
that was
stoked
a
for
big
Iron Man
miss. That was.
I mean,
You know that now that you mention it, I can remember old comic strips or old comics with him holding like a rocks glass. You know,
Yep.
yeah, I never really
Exactly.
realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. And then I think he, sometime during the 90s, during I think the Onslaught event, that all that shit got retconned again. But
Yeah.
no, there was. This was Stan Lee's vision. This is how he humanized the superheroes back then. Because
Hell yeah.
That's how he showed that. Hey, you know what? You have all this money, you have all this tech, but guess what? You're still flawed.
Exactly.
So,
Just like Batman with his parents' issues.
on that note, Dennis, can I get another beer, please?
do want to give a shout out to my boy Eddie watching.
Yeah.
Right now.
Shout out to you, buddy.
So I guess they
Is that the
are,
guy writing upside down? How does he do that?
I don't know how he did that. You're gonna have to ask him.
He's really writing stuff upside down.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
A code or
Tell him that's
like
fucking
that.
awesome.
He can hear you. He's listening to the show.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's listening. Hey, dude, that's awesome.
He mentioned that there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out. It's going to be a
Yes.
hard R.
Yes.
It's going to
Yes.
be very gory. and
Yes.
everything.
What do you mean? That's pretty racist.
It's about fucking
Yeah,
time.
that's-
Hard R.
You know what a hard R is, right?
Exactly.
I don't, but I don't really sure I want to know.
Yeah,
No, that's
it's the ER.
Oh god. All right. But yeah,
Either
no, I
way.
seen that. Yes, I'm a little excited, but I'm hesitant. I mean, honestly, the first one,
They
the
couldn't,
first
they
one
couldn't
wasn't
do worse than that, though.
right. It was. Can
That
I
was
get a?
god-awful.
I got you.
While you're up,
See, no for me.
Can I get you anything else?
Oh, appreciate it. So, right. The I gotta say, the original, Neil, it wasn't the worst movie.
Which one?
The original Mortal Kombat.
It was better
Oh,
than
yeah.
Street Fighter.
right.
yeah.
It
But
was
that was a-
definitely better.
But that was a
Better
very
than Street
low
Fighter.
standard, though.
no,
Dude, and
the
it's a
second
tragedy.
one. The second one was the
First
worst
was
movie.
trash.
First one was good and the bad one. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the worst movie ever.
I didn't even know there was.
For the time, dude, it was the 90s, bro.
Yeah, it was the 90s, bro.
Like-
Yeah.
I can forgive all that.
It did not survive the
You know
90s
what?
very
And
well.
it's a tragedy that Raul Julia's last role was in that shitty Street Fighter movie.
Yo.
And
That's
you know why he
unfortunate.
took that role? Evidently, it was because he wanted to show his kids, like, his kids were big Street Fighter fans.
Aw,
Like,
he
I wanted
did it
to
for the
show this my
kid.
kids and everything. And then that was Raul
You
Julia.
see? Moral of the story: kids fuck you up, man.
Hey, and didn't M. Night
I'm
Shyamalan
just
do
kidding.
Avatar for his kids, too? Because
Hey, hold on. Apparently, I've never
Blood.
seen the whole thing, but apparently it's actually a good show. Serge says it is.
which one?
Avatar.
Avatar. You know, he
Yeah.
didn't do the show. He did the movie.
Oh, yeah, the
He did
cartoon.
But he
live-action
took the movie and he
Right.
shitted on it.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
shit on it, so.
Damn, I thought you were talking about that.
Yeah?
No,
I haven't seen the cartoon. I've heard it's
The
really
cartoon
good,
is
though.
awesome.
Yeah. I've
Everybody says that.
never really watched it.
No,
Well, it's
going back
gonna
to
be
what
like,
Chuck
next
said.
anime.
Going back to what Chuck said, what I like about this coming back now, like going back to like these other projects, is that there's actual fan support behind it.
Right.
The key, what made the first Avengers so successful, was that Joss Whedon was actually a Marvel fan. He actually wrote for Marvel before he actually became a director, or before he directed the Avengers. He had already directed a few things.
Ah.
With these other things, you're starting to see that more fans are taking control of their fandom. You know,
Right.
And with that, that's how you get quality product. Like, what was it? There was a Street Fighter episode show that they did, Assassin's Fist.
Oh,
And it shows,
yeah.
And it shows the origins of Ryu and Ken's master. It shows how Akuma came to
Fucking
be.
Akuma,
and
dog.
It was a great
dog.
fucking, it was a great fucking show.
Tear
It
people
fell
up
off,
with him.
But that's what happens when fans finally say, look,
Fuck
fuck
you
all
with
this
Ken, bro.
shit that Hollywood wanted to make.
Ken will fuck
Like,
you up.
let's do our own thing. And sometimes even for a less production, you still get a better product.
We need to
Nice.
So.
But yeah.
get a Street Fighter.
You need to get some Street Fighter with my
competition.
buddy Eddie. In the
We
chat.
hey man,
He's
we
gonna
gon'
do Street
we gonna do that New Year.
Hmm?
New Year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they got
Y'all seen
How
that
much you want for
fucking-
that Super Nintendo, G?
the mini one.
You know what you want that?
The Pro Music Awards are just-
I still have my Super
gonna buy it.
Nintendo. We'll bring it and
I
hook it up here next
I'm
episode.
not buying that shit.
Bro.
Bro, like, you gotta see right in front of it like a little kid.
Like
No.
burn out my
That
eyes.
needs to be wireless. That was bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Well, they have wireless adapters for it now. Like you can.
Oh,
for,
yeah,
yeah.
Alright, take all back what I said.
Yeah. Relax,
bad.
there, Red, bro. Oh my god.
Sponsor.
Nintendo.
Did you ever tell you guys like his hosting gig he did last Saturday? The guy that he was on stage hosting the event?
Yes. Hey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to compete against Nintendo. I was on stage and there's like two people like having us. There's two people having a little slumber party in the back just playing Nintendo, and I was.
Yo, that is awesome.
It was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Like
They're
old
playing
school
s-
Nintendo?
No, it was they're playing on Switch. They're playing.
You're like, whoa, you're like, they like that Joe. Oh, shit.
Wait, what were they playing?
Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
He just got in there.
Yes.
You'll be surprised to know that I
Most
switched
of
up
your
my
influence are
character.
heroin.
I'm no longer Link. I like Mac. Little Mac.
That's my dog.
I'm all Samus. Dark Samus.
Little,
and Samus
dude,
all
little
the way,
little
man.
Mac attack, dog.
Oh.
Fuck
When
your
he starts
shit
that
up.
Uppercut, woo, he got
Bruh.
that smoke, bruh.
Bruh!
One more time. Freedom!
No. Like, the thing is that sucks, though, like, you can just, you can gimp the shit out of him. Like, you can just drop him out the air. Like, it's bad. But if he can keep you on the ground, it's gonna fuck your world up. Little Mac attack!
Oh, man, what are we talking about again?
Smash Brothers!
He's staring right at my face right now, and I'm like, yep, What are we talking about?
I have no clue what's going on right now.
In my head, it's like,
I thought it was lower than one.
I'm like, he's like staring into my soul. I'm like, get you on the ground. I'm like,
Fuck you, Chuck.
That shit.
I was like,
What happened?
something is so passionate about.
I was pouring my one beer into my other beer. I miscalculated the height.
Why were you doing that?
What?
You have a few napkins over there?
Oh,
sir?
jeez.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Let me pour my backwash into this fresh beer.
They're right behind you.
I wanted to save space.
Behind you.
On the third one down under the games.
All right. So, but yeah, Smash Brothers was the shit this year.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You can't even see the cans.
They had
We
some
haven't even
good
gone through
releases.
the full year in review, by the way.
No, we and
We haven't got the Bebop or Krampus.
that's the last hour, man. That's the last hour.
Krampus? We should do just do a 3-hour podcast.
No, we're not doing all that.
No, we're doing 3 hours.
But that was another one that had a
Going
great
all
year with Smash Brothers. They
4-hour
had
podcast.
4 new characters added.
Yeah, which ones are those? I don't even know.
Dude, they have Terry Bogard from King of Fighters.
Nice.
Hero, which represents Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior. Joker from a series called Persona. And shit.
I didn't know that character. Shit.
No, shit. No. No, that's it. I think I got them all. Yeah, no, I got them all. That's 4. Yeah, because the 5th one is still coming. Supposed to, I think, come probably out next month, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
They should still do Master Chief.
That'd be a great
That would be
console.
awesome.
That would be dope. I still want my Ryu Hayabusa, though, from Ninja Gaiden.
Nice.
That'd be a solid choice too.
He's rumored to be being apparently worked on, allegedly.
because he was technically in Dead or Alive 2.
Well, dude, he
or
was in the
3?
original Ninja Gaiden trilogy on Nintendo.
Well, duh. I'm
And
talking
that
about
was like the
fighters.
best shit, man.
I'm talking about fighters, not that. He
But
was in
yeah.
Dead or Alive 2 or 3.
Watch out,
Yeah.
you're gonna get him riled up again.
Huh?
We're gonna get you riled up again, Bo.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So you cast Master Chief. Who's your actor?
Ooh,
We're
I
talking
like that
about like
question.
a movie.
I like how you flipped
Pedro
it.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But he's already Mando.
So
you never see his
fucking-
face. It's gonna be a voice
Good
actor.
enough.
Just get the guy that did his voice
You
in the
know who I
game.
want? Who's the guy that was in Creed? What's his name?
Scott
Michael G.
Stapp.
Gordon?
Yes,
Michael
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
He doesn't
Michael
have the
Creed.
height.
As Master Chief?
He doesn't have
He's
that.
too short.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
No, I like Chuck's idea.
He's Apollo Creed.
I like
tall.
his
Like,
idea.
Master Chief is like 7
Bro,
feet
you know
fucking
how
tall.
many,
Yeah.
how many actors they made look taller than actual? They can make that work.
Hey, dude, thank
They
you.
can make me look 6'4".
Tom Cruise in every movie. That poor guy.
Right.
People,
Shout out
people
to him
take
for running
advantage
in
of the fact
heels.
he's Tom Cruise. He's still a great actor.
No, he
No,
is.
he's
On
good.
his
But
5'4"
he is
glory.
a tiny little
He's
guy.
a little dude.
Yeah, he's like 5'4", 5'5".
We're probably taller than
Yeah,
that.
he's
Yeah.
really short.
How tall is Kevin Hart? That's what I want to know.
Oh no,
He's
he's
like 4 foot.
he's put.
No,
Yeah.
He's like a giant, probably.
He's like
I think
5'2", I think.
You're confusing him with Danny DeVito.
Oh, poor Danny.
I do
saw
love
Jumanji
Danny
too,
DeVito
by the
though.
way.
Really?
First Jumanji was good.
Awesome. I love first.
Wait, you
Jumanji.
mean the first Jumanji
No,
with
I
him?
like
The
it.
second one was like, damn it.
That's a letdown.
The sequels are
I thought it
always
was gonna
like
be
that,
good.
man.
I was going into it like, all right, I'm gonna laugh a little bit. It's all right, but it's not like the first one. The first one was great.
It was actually pretty
First one
good.
was
The
great.
first one was like way better than I thought it would be. I went in the theater like, it's gonna be okay.
I had no expectations going into
Kevin
that.
Hart is
It was pretty
5'4".
good.
5'4",
It was
yeah.
funny.
Wow,
The second one was like, this is a little too much.
dude, I
They're doing the
just,
same jokes over and over again a little bit, and I'm like, damn it.
I mean, it is, you
The
know,
Rock tries to act like Danny DeVito.
Six.
His character when he
6
gets in
foot.
the game. Or
No,
it's
no,
him
6,
when he gets
yeah.
in the game.
Oh.
He's playing as his character, so it's kind of got this like Jewish. Well, not Jewish, but like, I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
And here we go.
It's come to this point of the episode.
Fuck the Jews.
This is it. I love it. And here we
And
go.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Red segment on what hill he's gonna die on.
And here's
Here's where the show derails.
and this is Red's corner.
It always derails at some point.
Last week it was midget porn. This year, this I guess
No,
is
no,
something.
no. We're
again.
talking about Bebop. I'm talking about some trannies. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think Red needs his own.
I mean,
Read it.
Yo.
We got a new show coming soon called Red's Corner.
That's the hill I'm dying on.
Holy
This Jewish stuff I don't
shit.
care about.
let's call it Big Red's Death Hill.
It's an hour of Red rambling.
Rambling about nothing.
Stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind. Just an hour of that.
Oh my god.
He's Peter Griffin over here.
Basically, I talk like I'm an 80-year-old man. The fucking Jews, they run the world.
Get him a rocking chair right now. Get him a rocking chair. He'd be like,
Or a fucking cane or something.
get him a rocking chair and a spitting can.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
God.
Excuse me, I gotta fucking empty my bag. Or
Oh my
I
god.
gotta,
Colostomy bag.
he's like, I gotta empty my bag of shit. He's like, okay,
I was
cool.
like, what the fuck is that called? I was stuck.
That's what the hesitation was.
And no one helped
Use your
him.
words, Big Red. Use your words.
No one helped him
That's
too.
a big word to remember.
He's a colostomy,
If you
colostomy.
don't remember that, and you're
Yeah.
trying to remember it, that's what happens.
He's like, bag of shit.
You know that thing? What do you guys call your shit bags?
Oh my god.
Bag of shit.
It's a bag of shit.
That
Yeah.
is insane.
What is that?
That just happened.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, man.
Oh my
Dennis's
goodness.
wife led you into a trap, man.
I'm trying, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
All
man.
right.
So
All right.
I got my gaming news if you want.
Yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Hey,
Alright,
when you
so-
want, you got some gaming here. Come over here, man, because I got nothing to contribute over here.
He's like, please take the beer bitch
Hey,
seat.
while you're up,
Yeah, while you're up, is there any more left?
What?
Can I get one?
Alcoholics.
Can I get one of them?
No, I'm good.
I know it's a 12 pack, so you're probably running dangerously close to running out.
All right.
Alright.
Go ahead with your
So,
news.
Okay, I like
So,
your shirt.
top three. Thank you, fam. Top three, starting off with Ace Combat 7. I'm probably the only guy here that ever fucks with that franchise.
I fucked with the first three.
No, I
First
put
three.
you on to 4.
I did play a little bit, but I only
Yeah.
really actually
So-
played through the first three.
Yeah, so then that was number 1. It was only because it was such a over delayed process, you know, and it was just good to see. Number 2 was Hideo Kojima giving the
Yeah.
big fuck you to Konami and
Fuck
getting
Konami.
out Death Stranding,
Yes.
which I heard was
Yes.
great. You know, I haven't fucked with it
I
yet,
don't play
but
games, but that's a game I would jump on.
bro, Hideo
From what I've heard of it.
Kojima, dude, this is my fuego take. He's probably the Scorsese of the video game. He is, dude. He is like,
You're trying to
dude,
make me buy a PS4? Is that what you're doing?
like, play any Metal Gear that
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
dude. That he was,
That
he,
series
he was the
is-
head of
They
Metal
got that
Gear,
on Xbox, though.
bro. Like, Snake Eater is probably the best one thus far, dude.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so then when Konami did him wrong, they're like, all right, because dude, the tragedy was when Konami, Konami, and oh my god, I forgot his name. Pan's Labyrinth director, Big Red.
Oh,
Huh?
Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro, Hideo Kojima, and Konami were gonna make a horror game.
Oh.
That's
Hey, wait.
Stranding, right?
Was
No,
that
no,
what,
no, no,
is that
no,
what
no,
PT
no.
was?
That was what PT. PT was like a lead-in into that. And then Konami said, you know what, our creative visions aren't working, so fuck you. And
That would have
then
been the creepiest fucking
Bro,
Right?
It
dude?
would have been brilliant. It would have been
yes.
like a masterpiece because then you had Norman Reedus. He was going to be the guy that was going to
Yeah.
be the protagonist in that. So what Kojima did was basically just try to salvage what he could from PT, and then he made Death Stranding. All right, and then my number one top thing was
Guillermo del Toro, like he was, his likeness was used in the game, right?
exactly that's what he tried to save. Again, that's why he tried to save whatever he could from PT onto Death Stranding.
Yeah, when I read
So-
that, I was like, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
So then, and then my big one was how fucking stupid Blizzard was
Ah!
Fuck
with
Blizzard!
with this whole
sons of bitches.
yeah, exactly.
And the
with
Jews.
Wow.
With this,
He's getting shut down.
I saw
With
this
this
when I
whole
got
pro
inspired
Hong
to
Kong
hate.
thing.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
That was big.
I
Red.
appreciate it. It was nice while we had the
I
show.
love the Jews. Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems.
I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that, dude.
Go on cinema. They got a DVD
All the
quality.
Jews to apologize. You choose Adam Sandler.
So those are my three.
All right.
So,
No, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that because we actually talked about that when it happened on the show. And, dude, I was hot, bro. Because I was like, yo, like, really?
they took the man's money. They took his.
Yo!
everything,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like, bruh.
So-
Like, he has pretty much sold your game for you and got you people to watch and follow and participate. And you just going to take his money?
Yep.
Fuck that.
Fucking Chuck.
Fuck that. No, like that shit. I stuck it to him in my wallet for a little bit. I still am
What do y'all
actually.
have going on?
No, he's having a moment.
It's Jew talk.
Yeah.
Practically a
At least Serge heard it.
Jeff Daniels.
I'll take it.
Oh yeah,
movie though. So.
that's classic. But yeah,
Shit, man.
that was definitely some pretty fucked up shit. But I think they ended up giving his money back.
They gave him his money back, but the thing is that Blizzard also says that, oh yeah, well we're all about like diversity and
But we don't want you
reform
to
and
speak your
everything.
mind.
But then they're like, oh yeah, well pro Hong Kong. They're like, okay, well you're off the shit.
Right, and fuck you.
And then honestly, I hope that a bunch of people just to spite him pirated the fuck out of their game. Right
Oh, I'm sure.
So-
I mean, and honestly, I'm sure a lot of people like they actually unsubbed from like WoW and shit like that for a little while. Some of them probably have came back.
That being said, I'm still waiting for World
you know.
of StarCraft and Blizzard's hearing me right now. So.
Right. But yo, straight up though, shout out to them for finally dropping Diablo 4. Like that shit looked like it's gonna be fucking great. I'm excited for that. But is there any movies, Chuck, that this year that stuck out for you at all? Because I know you just I just had to fuck with you like I normally do.
You asked the guy that doesn't really watch
Right.
movies what movie.
That's why it's important. Because if you sat down and watched it,
To be fair, we went and saw Joker. All of us went and saw Joker, and that was fantastic.
yes,
That was a great fucking movie.
I did love that movie.
I don't honestly remember what came out this year. I'm mixing up this year
Right.
in 2018, but Joker was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my big highlights for the year.
All right. What about you, Joker? What were you about to say?
So, Endgame for sure. And it was, like I said, because it was the culmination of 11 years of what people have worked for.
Hell yeah.
And the biggest payoff for me was Avengers Assemble.
Yes.
Oh,
Bro,
thank you.
That was it.
Thank
Like,
you.
That was it.
I was
bro.
crying, bro.
I think my dick got hard.
Dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
a stiff upper lip motherfucker.
I was like, yo.
And the music,
Yeah.
I was like,
Bro, and
oh
not
my
only that,
god.
because then Falcon, spoiler alert, if y'all
On your left,
On your left, bro.
the line.
fucking left.
When you said on your left, that's when the tears started flowing.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
No, honestly, no lie, dude. Spider-Man.
Yo, the
When he was
hug,
like, so you remember the time
The
when we
hug,
were there, and
the
then he
hug.
started doing the thing, and he just hugs him, bro. That just, I was like, yeah.
Yo. He just
Son of a bitch.
Like the kid's
Son
back,
of a
you know,
bitch.
so-
Yeah, but no, that line though,
Avengers Assembled-
that
Avengers
shit, yeah,
Assembled,
I
like
felt that shit. I was like, finally.
Because, no, then they teased it back
Yeah.
in Age of Ultron. He's like Avengers, and then
And then
just
they
dropped
cut it out. I was like, you sons of bitches.
Bro, and then and I was telling my homie that went with me to see it, and he knew it was a fucking mess after the movie. But I told him, I was like, dude, I waited 11 years to hear that.
Yeah.
Just to hear those
You
two
know what
words.
I like about it is that he didn't shout it.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's always
Avengers
in
Assemble,
the
let's
comic
do
books,
it.
it was always like a loud shout or
Yeah.
anything like that. He's like, nah, bro,
way
we
he
got
said
this. Like, we gonna clap this motherfucker, and I don't even gotta be loud about it.
Yo,
I wish that was a dialogue.
we about to fuck
Avengers
this bitch.
Assemble. We gotta clap these motherfuckers.
Yo, that would be great. But that also, when he got the hammer.
Yeah.
Yo, when he beat his ass. Yo,
Ant-Man coming in.
right? They hit the horn. Oh man, bro. But that too, when he fucking started hitting the shield back at him with the hammer.
Yeah.
I'm like, goddamn, Cap. All right. Like when that happened, yo, everybody in that theater, I remember everybody, and it was like, oh,
gasp and clap, bro. Like,
yo.
But so to me, like you figure that the cultural impact that this movie had, because you even look at the memes. Like one of the things is that one that is always gonna I'm always gonna remember is so when Thor goes through his shit because he could have killed Thanos in Infinity, and like shut up.
We call him Thanos now. What is this?
Thanos.
So what it is that he has he suffers with this depression,
right?
And this he goes through his own shit. And then when he goes back in time and he's talking to his mom back in Asgard, he summons the hammer.
Yeah.
And he's so happy about it. And there was this meme that goes it doesn't matter if you're suffering with depression or your own personal demons, you're still worthy. And I was like, yo, that shit cut deep too.
That's man. They hit some fucking marks, but. All right, Red. Was there what's right now? I know you just saw Uncut Gems. I know you got a lot on your plate,
bro.
But
I'll go on if you.
Right. Oh, look, I'm gonna give you 3.
There's just time.
I'm gonna give you 3.
All right,
3 movies.
3? I got a top 10.
Nah. Oh, you have a list?
Fucking phone.
You got a list already?
Yes.
Fucking do it.
All right.
Give us the list.
Honorable mentions before my top 10.
Oh God damn it!
This is how he gets us, man. This is how he gets us.
We gonna be here.
I'm not even lying though. Knives Out, great whodunit, Marriage Story, incredible acting, well directed, Noah Baumbach shit. Hey, what are you doing?
Yo, you in his list
I'm so paranoid about whoever's in the couch.
Look, I'll give my top 10. Let's just give my top 10. Here's my top 10.
No, go with your honorable mentions.
Oh shit!
What do you think, man?
He has his grocery list there too.
Move on there.
Booksmart, a little derivative of
Booksmart.
Superbad.
Yeah,
I knew you would know. A little derivative of Superbad, but man, it was funny as shit. Booksmart. Yeah, it's basically the female version.
Y'all better be taking notes.
It's funny, man. Yeah, really, really good. Rocket Man, a good biopic.
I've been wanting to see that. I keep forgetting to watch
Good
that
biopic,
shit.
man. A little different. They hit the normal biopic beats, and it goes through his whole career and life, actually. So, usually, when I watch a biopic, I want to see something that's more this is 5 years of his life, a little bit more a compact story a little bit.
Right.
I don't like when they tell too much in a 2-hour time span.
Okay.
So, but for Rocket Man, if you're going to do it, shut the fuck up. If you're going to do it, if you're going to do the whole fucking career, it's like a musical in a lot of places, man. It's really innovative in that way.
Okay.
Really, really cool. The Lighthouse. Fucking William Dafoe
He's
and
got
Robert
a
Pattinson.
Hard on for Robert Pattinson.
Dude.
He
No,
does.
William Dafoe.
And no, it's okay.
The director of The Witch. I love The Witch.
I know.
Okay.
But
I got my
Robert
reasons.
Pattinson.
I got my reasons.
Pats is in there.
So
he's like Pats is like the extra key.
it's not gonna make my top 10 just because
His eyes twinkle a little bit too. Every
it's
time.
Exactly. There's
all
always
right. Moving on.
that little bit.
He doesn't want to.
All right.
Moving on. Won't you?
I'm getting flushed.
Shazam.
Okay.
Yo!
I actually thought that I thought it was gonna suck dick. I went into that movie. I was like, this is gonna be terrible.
Yo.
And dude, it was fucking
Yes.
not top 10. It's probably top
Sleeper.
20-ish.
Yeah.
But dude, it was a sleeper, man. And the theme of it,
Was good.
The dude, Zachary Levy, bro.
Because it,
And the writing.
family is what you make it, man. Because of who?
because it didn't have Zack Snyder.
Wait, there's no Zack Snyder. Yeah. Anyway,
You suck.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, done.
Fucking
Doctor
Zack
Sleep is a sequel to The Shining.
Yeah.
Yo, I feel
And dude-
bad because apparently it did
Dude,
not hit.
there's a scene in the third act that I can't even explain because I'm not a spoiler guy. I can't tell you exactly what.
Right.
But
That being said, you ruined
It-
two Scorsese movies for me, by the way.
on accident, one of them.
No, both of them.
Oh, what the second one was too?
Shutter Island.
Since when are we spoiler?
I
free?
spoiled Shutter
Well,
Island for you.
Yeah.
Not a mob movie, by the way.
Yeah.
And Doug Manchin just spoiled that one for me because they assumed that I had read the book and they had mentioned, and I was just like, no.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh.
So Big Red, when we were gonna go see the party, he's like, "Oh yeah, this movie's so great, la 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 la." Bro, and then he turns on the DVD player and the TV, and it's fucking Jack Nicholson laid out on the fucking
Because you know how DVDs will go back to where you were and shit.
And I was
Like it went right back.
shit!
I literally, you probably saw me die inside right there. I was like, just committed the worst sin.
Well, I know Jack Nicholson dies. Shit.
Right.
He's like, no.
It's literally.
But there's more.
He's literally like split out.
Dude, it's like the worst screenshot you could have possibly taken.
I got you. All right, go ahead. What's your next one?
And you know why I had it stuck on that, bro? Because like remember I was telling you X's are like a motif throughout the
and
movie,
then he was
and like it's like 4 bullets and it makes an X. But anyway,
Oh shit.
there might have been a 5th one in the middle. I can't remember, but anyways, where's that? Fucking Endgame, of course. Like we just talked about Endgame. Top. It's actually probably 11 or 12 for me. God damn it.
Man, and this is still his honor.
Dolomite is my name. Netflix.
Yo.
Dude, so good. And dude, watch the original. I'm telling you, when we start doing like movies in here, and we start doing like the
mystery science
theater shit
Yeah.
right there. That's what we need to do. We need to watch Dolomite is my name, the original, because it is fucking awesome. Like it's a bad movie in the best way. Kind of
Right.
Alita Power Angel was like pretty. Was her name Power Angel?
Alita Battle Angel.
Battle Angel.
Battle Angel.
That shit was pretty fucking good.
Flag on the play.
What? Not bad. Considering. Look, that's probably the worst one here. I just went to the very bottom.
Holy shit, man. How many movies do you have on there?
John Wick Chapter 3.
Okay.
I mean, it's the worst of the John Wicks in my opinion, but it's still
Really?
John
I
Wick.
haven't seen it.
It's still John Wick.
I love John
Toy Story 4. You had no reason making a 4th movie, and it's fucking great. And it,
I
it
still haven't seen it, but I need to see it bad. I need to see it so bad.
He's like, is this a diss?
You have no reason making a 4th movie.
No, they didn't.
No,
I
they
like how
didn't.
3 wrapped
Bro, like, when I heard they were making a Toy Story 4, I was so worried. I was like, this is gonna
Me
suck.
too, because dude, like
Yeah.
they kind of
Dude,
They
Woody's-
fucked up with
they
Cars 2
expand
and
Woody's character
Incredibles 2 not
so
so
much.
much.
And
Which
it's
one,
a,
Wendy?
It's a commentary on religion.
I
I think.
I haven't seen it yet.
Anyway,
so I
dude,
don't know.
we'll talk about that.
Pro or
Dude,
anti?
the
no, religion-
the only fucking cartoon movie that I need talks about religion. Fucking Sausage Party. That's the only one I need, bro.
Well,
All
dude,
right,
if you think of the
God.
kids as gods, like whoever their owner is as gods, it's like really interesting.
Yikes!
I can get into that later.
All right, we will.
Yeah, when we get a little higher.
Hey.
No, I'm not even joking.
I
man.
know, but
Like, if you think of it like as an allegory,
finish your narrative because I still got that flag on Battle Angel.
I'll just go into top 10 now because we need to move on.
Yeah. I thought that was your top 10.
Yeah, I thought you were kidding. I thought you were kidding with the honorable mentions.
You didn't
Right.
see all these lists.
So number 10, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. And it's a
Okay.
movie about gentrification. Dude,
Oh, wow.
it's a super indie movie.
Gingerfication.
Gentrification. So I connected with it. It's number 1, actually. No.
I lied. Reading this backwards.
No, but it's great, man. It's like this kid's trying to get his grandfather's house back, basically,
Okay.
if I remember correct. It came out earlier in the year.
All right.
And when I saw it, I was like, this is making my top 10 because it's just so good.
All right.
It's art house as fuck.
Okay.
It's shot really well. The acting's fantastic. It's
Good
almost it's
cinematography, I take
avant-garde in a lot of ways, huh?
Good cinematography, I take it.
That's my shit. yeah.
No shit. I know that's why I'm feeding you the
And
lines
not
here,
only
man.
that,
okay?
not only that, I cried. If I cry in a movie,
Okay.
I'm gonna like.
Oh.
I cried.
Right?
No, I cry in movies. I'm just like a sap on movies. Like if it's like real life and shit, if like
I want to know what his number.
if somebody
one is.
if somebody died, I'm like, oh, that sucks. But like a movie, I'm like,
Yeah.
Parasite, number 9.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, I can't even pronounce this fucking director's name. Bong Joon-ho, I think.
Bong
it's like-
Joon-ho.
Dude, he did
Close
the
enough.
fucking. What's
He
the
did
one?
the host, didn't he?
He did the host.
He
yes.
did. He did host. Okay, yeah. So I need to
Yes.
get in. I need to get on that one. Yeah.
Yes, like fantastic director.
Uh-huh.
It's a movie about upper. Shut the fuck up, man.
Hey man. Hey, you two are laughing your asses
It's a
off.
movie. It's a movie about lower class and upper class and
Yeah.
how it comes together. This unemployed family. Y'all motherfuckers.
No.
I don't want to hear your
It's
shit, dude.
something
because me
else.
and-
It's
me
an
and Bo
inside
were
joke
talking-
between
So
Bo and
there's
I.
a whole
Completely something
family that's
different.
like unemployed, and they meet this like they kind of have an in into this rich house.
Yeah.
And so they try to get like jobs within that house, like teaching the student,
Yeah.
being a tutor, and then being a housekeeper and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And like it's a commentary on class,
Mm-hmm.
and but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily take a side. It kind of shows the
Both sides.
human
can be
natures, the
pieces
evils of
of
human
shit.
natures in general,
Yeah.
and like how people are, and like it's genius, bro. Like
Speaking
it's all
of which,
subtitles, so you
you
have to.
still need to watch 2LDK.
I know it's on YouTube too. I have it saved in YouTube.
You need to
We had
fucking
that
see
conversation.
it. All right, but we'll save that for later. We'll finish.
So
Go
number 8, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah, I figured.
Incredible.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of something else.
I don't even have. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah,
I don't even have
let's
to
get some
explain.
movies.
Y'all know.
Yeah, it's quick.
Tarantino, yeah.
Y'all know. Uncut Gems. Number 7.
Damn.
Fucking incredible.
I'm excited to see that.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, well, Sergio's seen it. He's talking about.
Sergio's quiet as fuck, man.
Yeah, you are.
He was even there.
Dennis,
Dude,
how many have you had?
it is a thrill ride from front to
Yeah.
back. Like,
I liked it.
dude, like Good Time with Robert Pattinson. Watch that one. Like
That
the
was
same
good.
Safdie brothers. They're the same ones that directed that shit.
Oh, what?
They know how to ratchet up shit. They know how to take somebody who's making bad decisions and just fucking.
That's why it kind of seemed
blow it through the
oddly
roof.
familiar when I
Yeah.
saw in the trailer.
Okay, so
That makes sense.
You see, with me, and I haven't watched it yet, but then not to like disregard the hype because I'm sure it's there, but then like to me,
He said, "Fuck you, Adam."
well, no. So to me, it's just what it comes down to is that with these stories, sometimes with like, you know, where you've got these people doing bad decisions and shit.
Right.
Like, I'm not really interested in that, only because like you most of the time know.
Isn't that what people do?
Huh?
Isn't that what people do?
I mean, true story.
Why document it? I want to be entertained. I don't want to be taught a lesson.
I mean,
It's not a lesson. There's not a lesson. It's dude. That's actually. Hey, that's actually one. Dude, that's actually one of the. I'm not trying to be taught no lessons, motherfucker. Bitch.
I want to be entertained.
I know all about making bad decisions. I don't got to see it on the big
I
screen.
know. I've done plenty of bad decisions. I don't want to pay $11.50.
You haven't made his bad decisions. Trust me.
Yeah,
Not yet. The night is still young, motherfucker. All right.
that does look really good though.
It's a good movie.
Fantastic. Adam Sandler's best performance, in my
Watch,
opinion.
4:30 in the morning. I'm snorting fat rails. I have to go to work at 2 in the afternoon. I was like, I want
how
100
you-
on the Giants for Sunday. Let's go.
Bro, this guy makes decisions that when he does it in the moment, you're like,
What the
holy shit!
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Why do you-
Hey,
and
Sergio,
why
the ring. The second he gets
Yeah,
the ring,
like-
what's he do?
I'm
not
like,
even
dude,
gonna
what
say
are you
it.
doing?
The second he gets the ring, you're like, holy shit!
And why do I want to pay $11.50 to see that, man?
Dude, because it's a thrill ride.
It's a good.
I was,
it's a good.
dude, I was in the theater, like people were.
You paid to see that shit?
Oh, well, I have AMC stubs. What the fuck? That's worth paying for.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Bro, I pay $20 a month.
Dude,
I
they
see.
had a submission copy, like DVD quality online. 2 days.
Stop with this shit. Hey, can you shut him down?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Dude, we're gonna stay here all night, man. Keep going.
It's like I watched it in the theater here.
Sergio, you're his brother. Do what you do.
Keep going, man.
This is the ever fighting battle from him. But continue.
What number was I?
You were
on
on
Uncut
10,
Gems,
9, 8,
30,
7,
apparently.
6 is The Irishman.
okay.
I thought it was a great tale. Honestly, I think Scorsese could end his career with this shit. What he says,
Say, should
not
it?
in a disrespectful way.
No,
I feel what you're saying.
I know where you're coming from.
I feel
with
what
this,
you're
like,
saying.
But
I
like
heard
the final. I feel like it's a
swan
perfect
song.
swan song.
A
farewell.
Swan gangster
Reload.
movie.
Swanson
He
song.
actually nailed it.
But you say that, but didn't you give it like a 7 last episode?
No, that was
Oh, I gave it a 9.7.
Reload.
Oh, it was the other one that you gave a 7 or something like that, right? Lawless.
No, dude, I thought it was
Dennis.
fucking. I thought it was incredible. If you watch it, just like if you have to, even it's 3.5 hours. It's 3.5 hours. You can watch it in 2 parts and you're fine. I watched it all at once. I stopped and got some food for a second, which is awesome when it's on Netflix. You could do that.
right.
But, dude, yeah, the length is
Okay.
no fucking problem for me. I feel like it's a tale.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe it was Lawless that you gave it a lower score to.
We all know what it is. He's a hitman for.
No. Yeah, no, that's.
Anyways, yes. What am I at 5?
Yeah,
Need a.
I got you.
Midsummer.
Okay.
That one wasn't bad.
Ari
either.
Aster. Huh?
That one wasn't that bad either.
Wanted one, didn't you?
Dude, fucking twisted and out there.
Oh, Midsummer. Okay.
Another long length. What is it like? What is that? 3 hours? Just under 3 hours. But it's fucking fantastic. The director's on another level. This guy, he did Heritage. I don't know if you saw Heritage.
No.
With Tony Collette, who is in Krampus.
Oh yeah.
Who is also awesome. Dude, Tony Collette, what?
No, nothing.
Midsummer. A bunch of friends go to Sweden. They're studying. So they're basically anthropologists.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a movie about the way I describe it to people in short. It's a movie about life. Or what the fuck? It's yeah. I love you too. It's a movie about life and death and the relationships you develop in between.
All right.
And the relationships being important. That was beautiful.
Looking at you,
But
I've got no depth perception.
Dude, it's a movie about. It's a movie about. Dude, literally, they ritualize death.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, I don't want to say anything to give away too much, but it is a strong commentary on relationships and why we form them, how we form them. It's human nature at its finest.
Hey,
Midsummer.
Y'all want to see something real quick? Y'all want to see how I can piss off Big Red?
Oh boy.
I wikied the plot to Summer.
You would what?
I wikied the plot to
Fuck
that
you.
movie. I saw what the hype was about. I was like, no, well, fuck this. I don't have the time to see it. Let me go look up the plot on Wiki. He hates that shit. He's like, why the fuck would you do that?
Well, I just accepted it at some point. It's like, you know what? Some people are just fucking retarded.
And there we go. That's the nerve. There it is.
Hard R. Hard R.
Yeah, what's your next one, man?
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Number 4, Us from Jordan Peele.
Okay.
I thought it was fucking way better than Get Out.
Nope.
Like,
I don't know about that.
because I feel like it spoke on a much wider topic and issue, to be honest, which is just like reflection of yourself, like facing yourself,
Right.
not just like a race. What?
Dennis over there trying to push buttons.
No, you're right, because
But
sometimes
dude-
your biggest
but
enemy
dude-
is yourself.
Dude, if y'all want to have a deep conversation after you've watched a movie, I'll
Yeah.
give it to you.
Okay.
Like, there's some fucking symbolism.
That's what she
There's
said.
some themes and symbolism and fucking like. I mean, it is masterfully done by Jordan Peele.
All right.
Okay.
Every little detail from the shirt this little girl wears, it tells you the whole story. She wears a Thriller shirt. Think about the music video from Michael Jackson's Thriller. No, but think about
Yeah. Well,
Think
the
about-
look
think-
back.
Yeah, you're all right,
I
but
know. I know how to pick up this fucker's wavelengths.
but bro,
I know, dude.
so like, so think about like that music video is basically the plot for the movie, which
All
is
right.
crazy.
All right.
Like, and that's not the only thing. There are tons of little, and also I have a theory about. Go ahead.
All right, but yeah, next one.
I have a theory about something that's not on the surface. All right, number 3, Ad Astra with Brad Pitt.
I need to watch
Bro.
that one. I haven't wikied that one, so there you go.
So the movie that spoke to me the most this year, this one.
Okay.
and you
fucking-
still have 1 and 2.
But
I
it's
was a
number 3.
fucking mess. Dude, I was bawling in the theater. It's like so, Apocalypse Now meets Interstellar meets First Man from last year. This is
Wow.
about Neil Armstrong.
That's a lot of shit,
Dude,
man.
yeah, by the way, First Man super under fucking rated.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
If you
a
haven't seen
really
First
good
Man, watch
sandwich.
First Man. I fucking once again, there's scenes in that movie where
All
I
right, so we
cry.
got 2 and 1.
Do it.
Sorry, no.
Number 2, Joker.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought
Joke.
that would have been number 1, so now I'm curious to see
Yep.
what your number 1 is.
But I mean, they gave Todd Phillips $20 million, I think it was, and they said, fucking, they expect him to turn it down. They're like,
Yeah.
there's no way this motherfucker's gonna make this fucking. Think about the IP that Warner Brothers has with fucking DC and Joker.
Yeah.
The biggest villain there is, Joker. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and make your own fucking thing. Like, I see Marvel. They're more formulated and regimented about like what they want to get, but this is how great films are made. When you give the
Right.
director full reign and you say, "Look,
True.
it could fail spectacularly.
Like
it could.
Zack Snyder. I'm
It
gonna
could
throw
fail.
that in there.
But I'm saying, I would rather have the failures and then you get like a Joker.
A lot.
Like Logan's not a part of the MCU, and that's the best Marvel movie
no,
there is.
it wasn't, but it's
Yeah.
part of the Fox. And
I know,
theoretically,
but it's not like a thing where it's literally its own thing. But Logan's my favorite Marvel movie,
Yeah, and-
and it's not even close. Like Logan is incredible.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
The thing is that so
It's a western.
here's look. Okay, so I think maybe we could come to a middle ground on this. All right.
No, I'm saying it's like it's high risk, high reward. When you give a director carte blanche or like full reign, and you just say, "Look, fucking make something great, or make what you want to make," you could either get Zack Snyder, whatever, or you could get this.
And what I'm going to tell you about
Right.
that is that
Yeah.
you don't give the keys to a franchise to a director. You give the keys to a movie to a director. and I think you can still hit gold.
Yeah, and I'd rather have the movies. Is what I'm saying. That's where the dividing line is. I'd rather have like the individual. This is a great experience.
Yeah.
Or even a trilogy like Chris Nolan. I'd rather have those. I'd rather have that Chris Nolan trilogy than the whole Marvel thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hot take.
I'm just.
All right.
But Endgame was great because it actually was a finale.
All right, number one. Let's see.
Anyway,
Let's see. What
number
this
one was Waves. I don't know if y'all heard of Waves.
the fuck is this?
Dude, I gotta give
fuck?
respect.
Right?
Hey, let's hear
This
him.
is like Leonardo DiCaprio getting
Dude,
shit
I will
on.
literally spoil.
Stop dunking every year.
I will spoil
Stop dunking.
0%. Have you seen it?
No, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Waves.
No,
Waves.
wait.
Look it up on your fucking pirate.
No, tell us about
All
it.
right, all right, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm literally telling you 0% about
Big
this
Red?
movie. Except
Is it a
it's
surfing
about
movie?
all it is. It's about a black suburban family,
Okay.
It's not a surfing movie.
and
for sure.
there's a tragedy that comes up at some point.
Okay.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
Wait.
And you have to watch it yourself.
Wait.
It is.
This-
It is. What?
This isn't by the director of Beast of the Southern whatever, is it?
No, it's actually the director of It Comes at Night, which I fucking
That's
love.
what she does.
It Comes at Night. C-U-M-S. It because she's a woman because they're not people.
Oh my god. Just like the Jews.
Oh
Right? No? Nothing?
I've
a
enjoyed my
genius.
time on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Wow.
He's a genius director.
Greatest director
Wow.
So
of
no,
all time.
It Comes at Night's a horror movie. Okay.
Yeah,
You mean
yeah.
a
I
That
know
was
what
all
it is.
joking,
I know-
honestly.
I
You
know
mean
what
a
it is.
horror movie?
It's a horror movie with a W.
Sorry, we're throwing, I'm throwing this back from last week.
That's why it comes that night.
Right.
Y'all made this shit happen. That wasn't my fault. You know I'm gonna play off it.
Speaking of horror movies,
But Waves.
speaking,
Waves.
Go
So-
see Waves.
Of
It
horror
is.
movies.
There's a turning point
midway.
midway through the movie. I'm not giving you.
He
nothing.
said that already. He said a family has.
You
a
need to see the
thing.
movie. I went into it blind.
Yeah.
It's fucking. No, not even IMDb.
Who's in it?
Is there anybody like?
They really
famous
did a
in
good
it?
job in the trailer. If you watch the trailer, you're like, "What the fuck is
So
this about?"
this is an indie flick, I take it?
It's kind of an indie film.
Okay.
yes.
Kind of.
It's like Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
same kind of style.
All right.
It's shot perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It's right now. It was in the theater like about a month ago.
You can watch it on cinema. I guarantee there's a great
Yeah,
copy.
there's probably a copy, but don't do that, man. God damn it.
What do you mean?
All right.
Watch a lesser version because it's shot beautifully and perfectly, and we don't need the cinematography being ruined by your goddamn it.
By your poor resolutions.
But you see, he ends up with a fucking
Okay,
poli-sci degree
so-
when he belonged behind the camera. So,
Anyways,
The guy
Waves
from
is
what's
the
that?
best
What's
movie
that
of the
one
year.
show on NBC where they
know.
kind of travel through time?
Dude, I didn't know
narrows
the
it down?
actors at all. The dad, I kind of
what
know.
you're talking about.
Yeah, with the
I
fat
will say,
girl.
I will say this.
all of us or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is us.
I will say this. The dad is like a.
He's the guy from This Is Us.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Peter fucking
Yeah, Milo
Milo
Miglia.
What show? I'm sorry.
He was on Heroes. He was Peter.
I never saw Heroes.
Yeah,
he
he
was,
was in Black Panther too.
Was
He was like the dad. Yeah, he was the dad of, I
At the very
believe.
beginning, they got killed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
All right, I know what you're talking
I don't remember
about.
that at all.
So he was like
He plays the dad in this, I
Black
think.
Panther's uncle, I believe.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
who
yeah.
it was. No shit.
Oh,
Michael B.
that's
Jordan.
not-
Dude, I watched.
Follow
I
you.
watched that
Big
movie.
movie.
There's a moment in that movie, like Uncut Gems has a lot of moments where you're like, "What the fuck? Holy shit!"
The whole beginning of
Yeah.
Uncut Gems, I was like, am I watching the right bootleg?
No, but I mean, like, there's a moment in the movie where you're like, I mean, the whole theater literally went, "Whoa!" Like, I mean, everybody made a noise. Of some
Yeah,
kind.
I
I'm
know.
talking about in Waves.
Oh, in Waves, okay.
In Waves, like, there's a moment in the
What
movie.
theater do you go to watch these obscure ass
AMC.
movies?
It's like the fucking McDonald's of movie
What is
theaters.
this? It's like
Oh!
Except the ice cream.
go there before noon, you'll find everything.
He's like, where do you? He's like, where
The
do you?
only
where do
difference is
go,
you can
man? Where
actually
do you-
get ice cream.
What obscure Cinebistro are you going to? Like,
Fucking
It's AMC.
Clearly they
bitch.
serve
The chairs,
wine with these
the chairs
movies.
recline, bitch.
All right. Let's get into this fucking Krampus review.
Waves.
'Cause-
See Waves. Goddamn.
Trent Reznor did the music for that movie.
Wow.
For what?
Dude,
So,
the music's
Waves.
incredible,
Oh.
dude.
So-
Think about Watchmen. The soundtrack.
So-
There's a lot of shit he did.
oh, speaking of which, hold on. Real pause. The new Pixar movie with Trent Reznor, fucking Questlove.
What?
Yeah, dude, there is a Pixar movie where Trent Reznor is the musical director, Questlove is the voice talent, and I forget who's directing it, but it is a Pixar flick.
I'm okay with that.
Trent Reznor and fucking Questlove. What else do
Right.
you want, bro?
I just
So-
want
That's
to
your
say
hot
about
take.
Waves. My shit got hijacked a little bit. Waves,
Dude, most of your
the
shit got
acting-
hijacked.
The acting, man, is spot on. There's a character that becomes the focus of the movie when you don't even expect it. Like it's just, it's not for everybody, I don't think. But like for me, I was in a trance watching that fucking thing.
Again, out
Okay.
of morbid
Like-
entertainment, I will check that out. Just
Dude.
because,
Alright.
like, morbid.
Morbid?
curiosity.
But you're not.
Dude, well, you and I, you know that
fucking
sometimes
corpses.
you
Hey, wait, going to
showed
a
me,
funeral.
no, you showed me some movies and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
Which?
Dude,
Martyrs,
The movie-
Martyrs,
this-
dude. I'm still salty about Martyrs. All right,
But I'm
So-
saying waves will devastate you in the best way. It's a fucking the acting, the directing, the shots. There's color everywhere, man. Like there's even when it's still,
Colors, dude. The colors everywhere.
no, even when
man.
it's still, there's shit going on. Like I
Alright,
love
alright.
that kind of shit. It's like
Alright.
Blade Runner shit. Like that's why I love
Okay.
Blade Runner because like even when you think a shot's static, there's some fucking shit glittering around and fucking moving. And it's just lights.
Is that why you're into Robert Patterson so much too? Or
Well, yeah,
Sparkly.
because like he's got that aura. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
The aura never went away.
You got any type of like Christmassy music? Anything?
no, dude,
Hell no, we ain't got
fuck
no
that.
Christmas music.
I was a
Dude,
retail
play-
employee
play,
and a hospital employee. We're not listening to any.
Can we
Christmas
get
music.
Mariah Carey?
No.
Fuck you. No.
Christmas
Dude,
is
hey,
done.
Sergio,
Yeah.
Sergio. It's
So-
beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yeah, but that's the opening song of the movie.
Yeah, that's the opening. Yo, okay, Krampus. Yo, that was yours, right?
It was. Yeah.
That was yours.
All right, so
Go
Chuck,
ahead.
lead us out.
Why are you starting me?
Because
you picked
that's
it.
how you
picked
know
it, bro.
this how this show works.
So I like movies that kind of combine genres, like Shaun of the Dead, horror comedy. So does Krampus, but it's Christmas and
Right.
horror. And I think they did it very well. It's campy. It's supposed to be campy.
Yes.
You got Adam Scott. You got David. How do you pronounce his name? Kochner.
Yeah,
David
Kochner.
Kochner, yeah.
Fucking, he was from Anchorman, and so many
Godfather.
other.
He was on The
Simpleton.
Office. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The balding dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toni Collette.
Toni Collette. Yep.
Yep.
That's my girl, man.
Yep.
Anything Toni
And,
Collette's in, I'm fucking all about it.
What's her
You
name?
would.
That was the maid in 2.5 Men.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember her name.
I know what you're talking about though. The redhead lady.
Yeah, she's awesome. But that movie is the perfect blend of comedy, horror, campiness, and just gore.
Yeah.
Slight gore, not a ton.
It's like
I was about to say, there's not much gore.
Not really.
It's
so much gore.
PG-13.
Yeah. But I just like the idea that it's like you got this family that's completely dysfunctional. They the whole time the David Kochner's character is joking about how they should have went to his brother's house and basically shit hits the fan. You have the you have
When the
the,
gingerbread dudes are shooting a nail gun at him
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
shit's awesome.
I should have went to my brother's house.
You have the German mother of one of the main characters.
She was
Scott's
great, by the
character.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Who's all like forlorn and like acting weird and almost withdrawn this entire time. She's talking about Krampus in German,
Right.
and no one really believes her. They think, oh, it's just the holidays, whatever. Just get over this shit.
Okay, so
And,
did y'all get the subtitles for what she was saying? You got like what
No.
she was saying, or you just got German?
I don't remember.
I got what she was saying.
I got what she was saying.
But
On
like
some
I
of it, on
wondered
some of
because
it,
a lot of
so.
times like a lot of different versions like they won't have that.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it on DVD.
Because she
but
gave a
I have it on
lot.
Blu-ray.
But I feel like if it was like there was no subtitles, I would have been more interested because I'd be like, what the fuck is she talking about?
She says something about some boot talking.
Anyways, I'm
But
sorry.
I like how she's talking about how when she was a little girl, Krampus, which if nobody knows, I think it's based out of Germany.
Yeah, it
is.
German folklore saying that it's like the anti-Santa Claus. Like if you're bad, you're gonna get almost abducted by this
Right.
demon thing,
Or your
that'll-
whole family's gonna get slaughtered.
right. Yeah. And it's
By
gonna
the way,
pull
I
out this
like
whipping
that
stick.
scene, the claymation scene.
Yeah, yeah. That's
shows-
what I'm about to get to.
Dude,
but I
that
like
was
how
like Rudolph
that's
the
how
Red-Nosed
they
Reindeer, but dark.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I was
it
like,
had
holy
a
shit.
So
like
Krampus is
old
a
timey
stop
Christmas
motion
feel.
shit?
So-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it had this old timey Christmas feel, but done like in the '70s style with the claymation and all that. But it's more morbid because it's Krampus. It's not Santa, So they're building up this idea that there's this, I guess, demon's the right word.
Yeah.
That's gonna come abduct your naughty
It's
children.
got some goat shit going on too, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's, I guess,
devil.
kind of satanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little satanic.
A little bit.
Just a little dash
Just a
of
little
Satan.
bit, yeah.
And I think the
Just a
end.
touch of Satan.
And she talks about the idea of Krampus coming to abduct the poor children or bad children, and they just laugh her off,
The
whatever.
poor children.
Same thing.
I was like,
Same thing.
All of them. I don't know where that came from, but
I was
yeah.
like, whoa.
The bad children, not the same. Not the same. I want to clarify.
It's good. It's American conditioning.
Right.
That is.
There's a prop. They're obviously rich. What do you think? No way it's the Jews.
Well, but Jewish people don't believe in Christmas, man. So
The fuck is
you
wrong
guys
with
are all
you?
missing it.
They're all rich. Poor Jew. They're taking all your money, by the way.
All right. Anyway, Chuck, as you were.
So what
man.
was your scene or your moment from the movie?
I like the scene where I can't remember the daughter's name off the top of my head, where she's walking to her, I think it was her boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
And she's walking through this blizzard essentially, and that's when Krampus kind of makes his first appearance. But he's not. He doesn't really.
Right.
You don't really
You-
see him.
you
You
get,
get,
like,
the idea that he's there.
a
you
little
know.
touch of
They
him.
build it up. They have the suspense and
Right.
thriller aspect. And
Classic.
and she's hides under the car and everything. And
What's
yeah,
up?
the whole scene.
Krampus.
Yeah, he's Santa. He's Satan Santa.
He's in demonic Santa.
When you accidentally misspell it as Satan,
Krampus.
like that's a there you go.
But I like how they build it up. How they show his power, but they don't really show him.
Right.
And how eerie it is and all that. And that's when the shit starts hitting the fan, and that's when things start getting a little more interesting.
Right.
But I like that point, too, because the daughter kind of goes missing at that point.
Yeah.
You know.
Yo, I'll
You
be
don't see
real.
her.
Didn't expect her to die off that quick.
Yeah, but when
she's
they
gone.
let her go, like, oh yeah, honey, we can't see shit out the
Right.
window, but fucking
But
go.
go ahead, go suck
Like,
your
don't
boyfriend's
make
dick.
don't make your
Like,
stoner ass fucking loser boyfriend fucking walk
It's a
over
B
here.
horror
White
movie.
people.
Don't try to make sense of it.
White people.
Don't try to make sense of it.
It's a white
Man.
thing.
That is a white people thing.
Oh, what
Yeah,
a-
yeah.
Okay,
wouldn't
come on,
do that.
Beth.
Fuck
Run
you.
along now.
They're like, damn, we just want to shut her up. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Like, you know what? Fuck it. It's just snow.
and then
That's
she
it.
got killed by a toy box. It happens.
Yeah.
We all die by the box sometimes.
Hey.
You, sir, get the DMX.
Yes, my man.
Am I even lying? She died by a toy box.
She did.
It just popped out and she was dead. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a metaphor, man.
Right.
A metaphor.
It like peeked out even. It didn't even pop out. It was like, what's up,
Life, baby.
And a secondary shout out to the scene where
You live by the box, you die by the box.
That is horrible. Oh my god.
We're retarded. I mean, we're mentally handicapped.
I don't know which one's worse there now at this point.
at this point doesn't matter.
Right. But continue.
The second.
If you can. If you can.
Go ahead, continue. Go ahead.
So I saw that beer spit out of Red's.
Dead.
Dennis is dying back here, bro.
So explain the deeper themes of
Right.
Krampus.
Remember, Chuck, you did this, man. You picked this.
I'm trying to.
This is the best thing ever.
I know that was terrible.
I see beers flying out of his.
I was trying to play it off and it just backfired.
All right. Go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead. Finish that thought.
My beard probably gets you drunk.
All right.
I was gonna say.
It's contagious. That shit's
Shout out to the
contagious.
other scene I like, where Adam Scott and David Koechner's character walk into the boyfriend's house,
Right.
and everything's torn up. All the pictures off the wall are frayed and shattered, scratched, or scratches on the wall. Everything's just fucked up and smashed up. That whole scene was awesome. I love it. It's so fucked up.
Everything's so fucked up.
Everything's
It
fucked
is.
up, smashed up.
I love it. It's
Fucking love
morbid.
it.
It's Christmas and it's morbid. I mean, it's awesome.
You must have worked in retail, didn't you, Chuck? Did you work in retail or?
7 years, yes.
There you go. Yeah.
The opening, he was like,
All in
opening, he
liquor
was fucking
stores.
like, they got it.
Yo, that. Oh, yes. That
What was your rating on this
opening.
movie, Chuck?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah.
What's your
Knocking each
rating?
other out.
Because we got to get through this.
Damn, a rating. Think about it.
I I guess we can kind of go by the comedy scale like we did with Airplane.
Right.
There's a horror movie scale because horror movies aren't rated as high
Right.
typically. I give it like 8.7
All right, wow.
because I like the campiness to it. I like it. I like
right.
when things are like that. It doesn't take itself seriously.
All right. So, since you're here in front of me,
All right.
go ahead.
I would say so. To me, it was almost like a trade-off, or almost like a Christmas knockoff of Jeepers Creepers 2. You and I went to go see that movie back in the day.
Dude, I got Jeepers Creepers vibes too.
But no, 2.
And I thought it'd
not
be the
the,
only
not the
one.
first
But either
one.
way.
But no,
Yeah,
and it was
but I know what
because-
you're saying.
Because Jeepers Creepers 2 was funnier and it was more entertaining than, to me, the first one.
Yeah.
So it was because they had that the comedic element to it. That's why I thought, I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this shit. And no, it actually turned out to be somewhat entertaining, you know? My favorite scene was probably when Krampus confronts the kid, Max, and then he bitched up a little bit, and I was like, haha, that's what you get, you little shit. So,
Oh, shit.
again, because now I work hospital and I used to work retail, so I kind of get that vibe from you, man. So,
I'm not completely misanthropic, by the way, just slightly.
And then to me, so
I love that word.
on like the
I'm a
comedy scale,
compassionate-
I'll probably
I'm a
give it.
compassionate misanthrope myself.
I'll give it a 7.5, but then Jeepers Creepers is probably at an 8. So Jeepers Creepers 2. So
Just throw that in there.
yeah. So
All right. Yo, Dennis, did you see Krampus?
I did.
all right, get on in here, man. One of these.
He got a mic there. There you go. That's fine. You can sit right there at the edge.
You can sit
Screw
at that
down.
corner. That you can be visible.
Go in the corner.
I've seen,
No,
I've
no,
seen
I-
it.
Get in
I've
the
seen it.
corner. We can see you now.
I've seen it.
There you are. All right.
All right, Krampus. I thought it was an alright movie.
God, process.
After all that, give him the mic.
Give him the mic.
Right.
Give him the mic.
I got nothing to say.
It sucks.
No, I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
My head's fucked.
it's even better.
He's still.
It's okay. He's invisible. Red's invisible.
It was alright. I mean, for what it was, I thought it was almost like a comedy horror movie.
Yeah, it's supposed
but
to be,
You
yeah.
know, and that's I liked it and I appreciated it, but would I have gone to see this movie? No. No.
Fuck your
you know,
movie.
To be fair, when I saw it, it was because it was $1 on Redbox,
All right,
and I
there you
ended up
go.
loving
know
it for $1.
Like
Worth
I
$1.
put it in the realm with Jeepers Creepers because that's
Okay.
another movie that's just.
Red box.
They're all colors, man.
It's Red Bush. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, man.
Talk about my
Ginger.
Favorite seat, man?
Favorite scene. I'm a sucker for gingerbread man. So, it took me back to Shrek when I saw those gingerbread men just kind of coming
Right.
up and just and they were burning alive. I was like, that's
Yes.
pretty awesome.
Wow.
I was waiting for them to say, "You're a monster." But
You know the Muffin Man.
That's hilarious.
but I mean, overall, I mean, if I would have to rate it,
Yeah, you do.
on
That's what we do here.
I would give it I would give it a solid 6.7, 6.7.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
You know,
Okay.
I'm like, it was entertaining. It made me laugh. But
right? That's like an odd point.
But
So
it had its
6.5
moments. I
or
liked
better.
it. I mean,
Alright.
you know, 6.7. That's me.
All right, Red,
Big Red.
you're up next, buddy. I'm gonna need you to give me.
I never apologize.
I'm gonna need you to give me this. Give me what was your scene? What was your scene?
My scene. So the end when he says, "Hey, asshole,"
Yeah.
and then Krampus turns around and he's like, "Girl." That mouth is wide open and shit. I thought it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. He was like, "Yes." You know?
Oh, good God.
So that was my favorite scene.
As someone that hasn't seen this movie in so long.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's the best part.
Bro, his mouth is like
You want to watch it now.
Jordan, Cowboy Bebop's gonna throw you onto some other shit, bro. Like,
when they showed his mouth, I was like, "This is the funniest shit I've ever seen."
Yo, he did look fucking wild as shit.
Because they show it to him, he's like, "Ah," and then, but then
What you say?
bitch. But you know what's funny?
Hey, you guys.
You know what's funny? Like, what? There's some foreshadowing there because, like, the kid.
You always see foreshadowing. God damn it.
Well, dude, because you look back, you always look back. So, like, the kid,
Look back at it.
Look back at it. You always look back. You got to make sure you're doing the right shit. Anyways,
Yo.
that was good. So,
Nice ass, huh?
the kid, Howard Jr.
Yes.
Good ass.
Go ahead.
Howard Jr. When he shows up for the first time and they walk in the front door and
Right.
the homeboy's dropping the gifts and shit. He looks at the kid and he's like, I can't remember what he says, but he's like, "How's your Christmas?" or whatever, and he's like, he's a mouth breather.
Yeah.
Yo.
And he's like, so like, I think that's like foreshadowing for like the fact that Krampus is gonna be like, yeah.
Yo, I gotta
At
disagree.
least that's how I see it.
Right. You
But,
see some different shit. Because, no.
No, what?
Nah, I can't agree.
Anyways,
All right. What was your rating, bro?
yeah, but that's my favorite scene.
All
By
right.
the way, I think I have a theory.
All right.
So like the end, like when he wakes up, they wake him up. They're like,
Yeah.
fucking, get up. You've been sleeping for so
It's
long.
Christmas. Hey.
That's what happens when you die. When Krampus kills you, like they've all already
They
been
showed
killed.
what happened.
So like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm saying like, yeah, but
The least part of my favorite movie.
you don't think. So they show the snow globe and everything, right?
oh my god.
What?
That was hilarious.
And
I
No,
thought
that's
that'd be
just
an interesting little tidbit.
The interaction.
The fact that like when you die, you wake up.
Right. Yeah, I get what
Yeah.
you're saying.
They all did it. He just came last.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
It became woke.
Shut the fuck
Right.
up. I'm just trying to say.
So what are you scoring it?
I'm gonna give it a 6.8.
Okay.
You know, it's
All
like it's a good little it's campy like we were talking about.
Right.
But the problem is, I think it tries
More
to be a
camp.
comedy a little bit, but it's not quite funny except for the yes. I think that was
Right.
But, like that was unintentional though. I think.
Right. No, that
But
was
then-
not
but
their
then,
intention.
The
I think it's supposed to be one of those. It's so
But the
bad
horror-
it's funny.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right.
yeah, I know. Like they're dragging the homeboy through the snow. The gun lover, like,
Right,
They're dragging him through the snow or whatever, and he still didn't believe. He's like, "Bitch, you and your fairy tales." It's like, "Bitch, you just got fucking dragged through the snow
Right.
by something, like something's fucking."
Something unhuman.
I don't know.
altogether,
Like
yeah.
whenever I see
Exactly.
shit like that, I'm like, "Okay, we're playing this game." But
All right.
it was good, but it wasn't like I liked that it was subversive. It wasn't like the normal Christmas movie.
Okay.
You don't see Krampus around.
No. All right. Did you
Austria
see
loves him,
Krampus?
Germany
You seen
loves
Yeah, I
Krampus?
already reviewed it.
Okay, cool.
So-
Just want to make sure we got everybody. So myself, I'm sorry, the opening was my favorite. The opening with it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yo,
Sorry, that's
like
what it is.
literally just the way they painted Black Friday basically and all that,
The
like
bitterness in the air from the beginning.
dude,
Yeah.
everything from like the kids sitting there and like crying, like I just thought it was the funniest shit ever.
Yep.
And I was like, but yo, that's so real because you actually see these stories in the news.
Yep.
Because mind you, this movie came out 2015. So it's not that old, you know? And the fact that they kind of were like, hey, this is basically what is going on.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to be happy and the music and the what's going on is just, it's perfect. And it describes exactly what the whole lesson of it was is, you know, still have the spirit of Christmas. Because once the little boy lost it, that was a wrap. The whole he rips up the letter and throws
That's
it
what
in the
sets it
air.
up. That's what
and
sets up
that's
the
what
chains of
really
suspense.
sets everything off. Because at
Yeah.
first he was going to send that letter. He was still going to do it. But then he was like, no, fuck everybody. Fuck this. Rip up the letter. You broke the poor kid's spirit. And then you got your ass killed because you did that. Like, I got to say, I did feel bad for him when them bitches took his letter
Yeah.
and started reading it at the table.
So, for anybody that hasn't seen it, just to give a quick synopsis, at this point, I think he was the youngest kid of Adam Scott's characters.
Yeah.
yeah, I give her, well, besides the
Yeah,
baby.
I think he was the
He's-
youngest one.
The only one that still believed in Santa. He
Right.
wrote a note or his letter to Santa.
His
and,
nasty ass fucking
he's-
cousins went and took it from
Right.
him and fucking started reading it
So-
at the goddamn table
so he's pretty much
during
the-
Christmas dinner.
He's pretty
Can
much the
you
only
let
pure
Chuck
one
finish?
that's not like bitter and cynical, you know, in the
Right.
entire movie.
That's
Exactly.
hated about all this
Yeah,
shit.
and
They capture his innocence pretty well.
exactly him, and that's why he was so relatable to his grandma because
Right.
she was the one that caused her Krampus.
Exactly.
And like I like that tie-in and everything. I thought that was pretty clever writing for what it was. I was just like, wow, how about that? But honestly, though, yeah, she did. You didn't watch the claymation?
I did, but I mean, there's not
She caused her Krampus.
But it was her family that caused it.
Well, I mean, she broke her spirit. She let go, and that's the whole thing. Like the last, I guess, the kid, I guess, once their innocence was broken. Yeah, exactly. And the same thing was both of them. And her story, she was the breaking point. And I'm good on mine, by the way. I'm good on that. You can have it if you want it.
There's not one more left.
All right, so
Whatever's
take it.
happy
Yeah.
choosers.
Whichever one you don't want, I'll take the other.
I'll take one only. It's
But
Your face is
I will say that that definitely was my favorite scene, though, just the opening in general, because it kind of gave you a taste of, hey, this is basically what you're going to be up for. That sense of, darkness but comedy to it. And I will also say I did not expect his daughter to get killed off that quickly. That did surprise me.
One thing about the movie is that it kind of knew that it wasn't going to take itself too seriously.
Right, and it was an hour and a half.
And,
I was like, oh.
you know what? Just fucking roll with it, and that's what kind
And
of
I
made
enjoyed it.
entertaining.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
And again, that's why,
Yeah.
I draw the same parallel to Jeepers Creepers 2, because Jeepers Creepers 2 was like...
Oh, you're passing. Here you go.
That
Passing
is,
them.
that's candy.
No, I actually, it reminded me of in the sense of just that it was a self-aware, it was a silly horror, was like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
That's one of my most favorite cult classics of all time.
Yes.
The B-horror movies are the best.
Yes. But yeah, so for me, I'm giving that shit
horror, yeah,
oh, he's gone. Son of a bitch. All right, I'm gonna give myself a probably a solid 7. Just a
7?
solid 7
All right.
for what it was.
I think
for
we're on the
time.
same page.
Yeah. So, I was my fucking show engineer just happens to disappear.
He's doing crack cocaine.
I needed him to play us in for the last review.
He gets
of
the
the
shakes.
evening.
You gotta let him do it.
So
You know how to do the... You know,
I'm not going to get all
If
the
you
way.
don't
up
let
for
him
all
do
that.
what he's gonna do, he's gonna shake. Let him fucking go.
Anyways,
all right, so...
we're going in Cowboy Bebop. The next 5 episodes. Y'all been tuning in with us. We have been breaking them down into 5-episode segments because the season itself is roughly, 25 episodes? 24? 26. So basically breaking it down to 5 makes it very even and easy to review.
All right, so who did their homework?
I know, obviously, me, you, he did.
I did not.
He did not. He didn't watch any of it. So it's just us 3 here.
I thought you were being like this.
This
Your
will
registration.
this will be spoiled.
All right, Big
But
Red.
so
Oh, you're going first?
yeah.
All right. And
So
then Big Red
you go first.
No. He goes first. You go, and then I go.
right, he's the guest. You're the second host.
That doesn't make sense,
Team
but
member.
okay.
Sure, just go with it. So again, I'm really surprised because again, as much as I've watched it, I've never watched them in 5-episode.
It gives
chunks.
you more time to digest it, right?
Well, that, but it also they happen to actually make a decently cohesive little movie.
They do.
Because
That's a good way of
again, the
looking at it.
first
2-part?
well, just the general 5,
Jupiter
the general 5, but that 2-part, yes, Jupiter Jazz was the strongest 2 episodes of the 5 because one,
Hot take.
it's the truth.
Episode 15, right?
No, what was the first one we did?
Toys in the Attic.
Toys in the Attic. That was my shit.
Yeah.
It was an
That
alien.
was gonna
It was
be
an
my-
alien
That
Sindel.
was gonna be my second.
Okay,
That
the
was
whole
gonna be
time
my
I was
second
like,
guess.
this is
Well,
alien. It's awesome.
And we had mentioned this last episode.
No, but
Um,
you know what though? Jupiter Jazz was. I'll take it back. Jupiter Jazz 1 and 2. If you connect them, it's like Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Right.
Now you're starting to get a little taste of the Tarantino and that
Yeah.
and the anime. Finally, okay.
So like, and
But-
then when she's sitting at, well, anyway, I'll go.
All right, yeah.
So my thing was with that we had discussed it last episode. Wow, they planned on canceling it. There, it was on the block, and that's
No,
why
they-
I say Toys in the Attic
so
was their last episode
so
because
I actually looked it up.
everybody died.
So I looked it up, and actually, so it was canceled. And what it was is that I think there was like some DirecTV Japanese counterpart to it that actually knocked it off. Oh no, I'm sorry, that got it back going.
Right.
But here's what's crazy. I actually looked it up a little further, and what it was is that they actually played all the episodes out of order. So I think they only played like episode 8, 17, and 13.
Okay.
And then that's why all that shit was out of whack. But even then, like, from what the general public got off these episodes, they're like, oh no, this shit's too graphic, this shit's too real.
Right.
And they still put it on the cutting block. And then this other, like, Japanese DirecTV picked it up and said, no, fuck it, we're going to run the whole set. and then that's how we all got Cowboy Bebop.
See, that's pretty dope. Like, I honestly thought that was it. Was episode 11 was their send off episode because they had to kind of be like, well, fuck it,
Well, and here's
and
what-
it would have been good too if you really look at it because everybody ends up dead, quote unquote.
Well, here's the other thing,
You know.
and what's interesting is
Except
that I
for
would have
Ed.
figured that episode 13, Jupiter Jazz,
Right, that too.
would have been the ending because it has a unorthodox ending scene.
Yeah, exactly. The song that they played, the tribal song. that-
Exactly.
Still, it's a very. It really works for how they ended that. Like I gotta say, like that's one thing I love about those two. One, you get more aspect of the characters. You get that chunk of development in those 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Showing that basically Faye's like, yeah, they're cool and all, but I don't want to get fucked over, or so I'm dipping out before they dip out. Like it speaks to the human condition of some people who've been damaged. Like if I get close to somebody, then
Which episode is this? I'm sorry.
This was the Jupiter Jazz.
Okay.
Because remember, she ran away at the beginning of the episode from their crew.
Which, when you first see her after she runs away, it's like one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
When they play the jazz music and shit. I'm like,
yes,
There you go.
the way it
she's
lit that
drinking, and it's like there's something about it.
Yes.
It's like poetic as fuck.
exactly.
Anyways.
and that was their big thing on that, like how they just introduced that part of her that they were kind of holding back on, and then some like bring it to the episode 15 where you actually see what happened to her, and you see that she was in cryogenesis.
She always
Stasis.
mentions she's like,
Cryostasis.
I'm more experienced or older than you and shit.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then you finally find out why. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
always wondered, I'm like, what did you talk about?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I like these 5 episode blocks, because to me that's like an end of a movie. You know, you get that backstory of somebody, you get the understanding, and then you see, where it is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say, I liked it. As corny as the episode is, you do get the big picture. You know,
I don't think
So,
it's
what was
funny.
your favorite episode, favorite scene, and rating?
honestly, though.
Damn,
I
he's a
love
host
it.
now.
All right, I love
Trying to move
Ed.
the narrative along too.
I love Ed. All right, I love Ed because Ed is basically anime.
Okay.
Ed is that definition of anime. It's the quirky,
Funny, because I'm glad she wasn't as prominent.
yeah.
But is he growing on you or no, Big Red?
Ed?
Yeah.
You can't tell me with that the chess episode she didn't kind of,
I mean, that's fine.
like
No,
you
but
see her
I'm-
purpose.
But she played off. I like the overall narrative of what happened where he was senile.
right?
I love that twist
yeah.
where it was like
He,
shit,
he's
he
just
doesn't know what's
basically
going on. He set
right.
it up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, that was
the
cool.
long con.
Yeah, it was
He
so-
basically said this shit of 50 years prior,
But
and
like
it
her
went
character,
into a
And
I
it
love how
reflects
he
the chess game,
I love
too.
how he described her. He's like, either you're the smartest person or the dumbest person. And she's like both.
right.
Like,
Exactly.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, and that's
But
why you
her
kind
character
of
itself, I'm not a fan of. I'm
yeah.
just not.
I will tell you will enjoy towards
like-
the end of it.
I will say this: the episode I didn't like of her is more centered on her. So, but like these ones, it feels like she's more incorporated into it.
Yeah,
So like it's not as big of a deal for me.
right.
Okay.
And
But,
she
like,
gets
if it was like a whole episode of her, I'd be like,
you
fuck
get
this.
one of those.
Yeah.
You do get one of
That's
those.
fine. You know, I'm sure.
But it's entertaining, though.
Right.
But there's some people that's for. It's just not for me.
Yeah. And also in that same one that because it is a funny episode. It's a comedy episode, pure comedy. But also
17?
The Mushroom Samba.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's 17. Okay.
That one's
We'll get to that. Okay, we'll
hilarious.
get to that.
Dude,
so.
it's all music.
Yeah.
Mushroom Samba.
Yeah, Jupiter
Dude,
Jazz.
just wait for it,
Bohemian
just wait for it.
Rhapsody.
Oh, by the way, Funny Valentine. My funny.
yeah, that was the 15th
Are
episode.
we talking about that?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's part of the arc. Yeah,
Yeah.
that. So
That's
Yeah,
the
that
last of
song,
our 5.
I personally love that song.
Yeah, the quirky. Yeah,
Well, no. Well, it's like personal for me.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It is. You know me. You could imagine.
Right.
So it's like, yeah. I cried 3 times.
But I mean,
No, I didn't cry. But when I saw My Funny Valentine, I was like, oh yeah. And the episode did not disappoint.
right.
pretty
It
good.
was their one of their more backstory episodes.
Chet
you know?
Baker, shout out.
Right? Yeah, and I mean, they humanized her a little bit more. You know, before she was just a tough, badass chick, the sexy vixen, whatever. But now she's like, oh, she's got a past, and she actually doesn't even know who the fuck she is.
No.
Like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, imagine you having that happen. You go into an accident, and they put you in cryostasis for 54 years.
Yeah.
And, like, that shit was crazy. So, I mean, so far that section.
I love that they answered 0 questions too about her past.
Yes.
They were just like,
They left it up
this is
pretty
what it
much
is.
in the air.
And you'll keep and.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah,
But it gets
sorry.
deeper?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does. It does. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm
it
kind of
does.
curious about it, to be honest.
Yes, it
So
does.
that section, that 5, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5.
All right.
8.5. So, all right, your take was.
I wish I remembered my other reviews numbers.
I know.
But
We need to go
but-
look back and look at these because I'm a little iffy about
But,
my numbers too.
This is probably my favorite block of 5.
Okay.
I loved
Yet.
so far, yeah.
Yet.
So like I thought the first 5 would be my favorite. Like I thought like it's not gonna. This is the pinnacle. It's not gonna get better. And
You gonna
I'll be
learn
honest,
today.
I'll be honest. The last 5 because they introduced that new character. What's her
Ed.
name? I'm sorry, Ed. Like when they introduced Ed, I was gonna like, fuck, this is gonna go into the like. This is why I avoid anime. You know?
Right.
And like, but I will say like they put her. She was kind of absent in the alien episode, except she was kind of the one that figured out they were aliens, I guess. But other than that, she was kind of absent. So, but I realized it's like, oh, they incorporate her right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's not like it's
That's what I'm saying.
I
That-
honestly thought it would go off the rails for me. I'd be like,
Yeah.
fuck this show.
So, Toys
But
in the
it
Attic
didn't.
was definitely
And
your
this is
favorite
actually
episode.
these 5 are actually my favorite 5 so far.
All right.
Okay.
And,
Because
like,
you see the range
because-
they have.
It's because of the first 3, man.
Yeah.
Like Toys in the Attic, and then the 2
Jupiter Jazz.
Jupiter Jazz.
1 and 2, yeah. Okay.
Dude, and like he goes back to Titan, and you got the, the Native American types fucking
Yeah.
looking up, and they're like,
Yeah.
that's when a fucking a warrior is going back, but he's not gonna make. Like, they
Remember
fucking-
that. That's all I'm going to tell you. Just remember
He
that.
comes back.
Just remember that.
No,
That's all
just
I'm gonna
the
say.
Wonka Tonka
Just
Man.
remember. Just remember that.
Wonka Tonka Man is the shit.
Yeah, dude, I was about that, and it was like thematically it all came together and everything,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this is great.
All
This
right.
is
And
good
that
shit.
last song.
Yeah, like I don't even like anime, and not only that, it was made in the '90s, but it's still beautiful to watch.
Dude,
Yeah.
I told
Yeah,
you,
like-
like, in that phone call, it still holds now.
Like artistically speaking,
Yeah.
it's like okay.
Not even that, artistically and musically speaking.
Musically, dude, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen
Dude,
other
when
animes
she-
from that same time that did not hold up as well as far as the
Right.
animation goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Cowboy Bebop's held up very well for its age.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Dude, like Jupiter Jazz, when I think the first episode, she's like, I'm jetting, and she takes the antifreeze so they can't travel, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like she takes money.
She
Like,
took everything.
She goes off. Yeah, she takes everything. She's like, fuck y'all. And like the explanation that was going on, where she's like, I connected to a character so much,
Yeah.
where she was like, I'm alone with
Thank
all these
you.
people.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm alone with all these people. I might as well be in solitude, like actual solitude.
Bro, I told
feel like,
the thing is, I've known you for 20 years.
that like spoke to me.
20
yeah.
years, and I've known you, and this anime came around for like 17 of those,
Yeah,
and I've been
crazy.
telling you since then
Yeah.
to fucking watch this. So I'm finally glad you're getting into
She's sitting
it,
there
dude.
drinking. The jazz music is
Yeah.
mwah. Like,
Yes.
I'm sitting there like this is fucking
Dude, the
perfect.
soundtrack.
And
And
the
it
soundtrack
is,
is
I
really
think,
good.
it used to be on Spotify. I don't know if it's there anymore. But
I downloaded it all just
Yeah,
for that reason.
exactly.
So
But her explanation of that,
It might still be on YouTube.
yeah, oh yeah, easily. There's
and
plenty.
then he
of
tells her
playlists.
he's like, that's because you're trying to get away from the pain of it. Like
Yeah.
you know that it's going to come to an end at some point. Basically.
yeah,
Like they're gonna y'all gonna be severed.
yeah.
I don't know exactly how I worded it, but it was essentially
Yeah. No,
the
that was-
idea was you're gonna be severed, you're gonna be heartbroken, you're just avoiding that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, I connect with this shit 1000%.
All right. So
It was beautiful. It was,
so Toys in the Attic was your episode, right?
I would actually say like the first part of
Jupiter Jazz.
Jupiter Jazz,
Okay.
maybe. But
All
like
right.
I loved when I started watching them, I sat down and I watched them all at once. Toys in the Attic, I was like, dude, that is fucking brilliant. That's just Alien,
Right.
but in a
In a
nice,
refrigerator
cool
way.
And the lesson was don't
it was
ever leave
artistic,
things
too,
in the
and-
refrigerator.
and, like the thoughts of like you have to deal with your past. You
Yeah.
can't
Yes.
just leave something in a fridge for a year,
That shit was classic,
right?
dude.
Like she
And the fact that Ed actually
like,
ate it.
if you don't deal with it, you'll forget about it and it'll come up in dark ways. Which
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
And like I thought that was like brilliant.
Yeah.
It could have been. It was like a mini movie. So
Oh yeah.
and
Definitely.
it had like a nice little theme to it.
Like we
So like
said,
I
mean,
like Toys in the Attic a lot, but the first Jupiter Jazz is because of the moments and the character that
Yeah.
we're talking about. I probably like that more, but the first 2 episodes, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
like I think we started this is that I think, and I don't know if this has been brought up before, but even the creator has said that he wanted every episode to feel like its own movie.
Yeah.
And then that's why they're so different
That could have been a
thematically,
goddamn movie.
and that's why it's so different thematically and musically.
Yeah.
All right. So what'd you throw? What'd
Yeah,
you
what's
say
your
your rating
score?
was?
Oh, my rating for it probably. The last 2 episodes drag it down, to be honest.
Hot
They were
take, really?
they were okay, but
Hot take. Okay.
if I'm just rating the first 3,
Yeah.
it's like 9.5.
But if you add the
But
other
like
2,
adding in the other 2, it's more like 8.6.
All right.
Like that. Yeah.
All
But
right.
it's still
well,
high.
I mean, I feel you. I feel you on
but
that.
I love
mean,
those so much. I'm gonna give it a high rating.
And they,
Okay.
I feel like those solid kind of start help. They also because the whole thing you're also watching is the universe building too.
yeah.
So
And
even that little
shit comes
inspect-
up like the red eye. What's it called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that
exactly.
comes up again. So like the first episode wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, and you're going to find
Which
that
I
there's
love.
some connectivity throughout the other
Oh,
episodes
yeah.
as well.
Which is like,
So you all right? So
Chef's kiss.
Joper, you're you know the drill here. You know
All
how
right.
the shit works.
So, again, this is one of the better arcs, and it's again the parallel. So you see everybody, you see that Jet and Spike are always trying to get away from their past.
yeah.
But I guess the contrast or the yin to the yang on this is that Faye is trying to explore hers. She's trying to figure hers out.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the chemistry works between all of them so well. Because while these two are trying to get away from their past, Faye is trying to figure out her own.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's why I'd have to say that probably one of my favorite scenes is, I want to say, at the end of Jupiter Jazz. And it's where he looks at Faye right in the eye, and he says, "My eyes are 2 different colors." And it's because one is always to the past and one is always to the future.
Yeah, he says it. He's like, "That's what he's saying." He's like, "This one's always in the past." And
Yeah.
he like lets it go.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But
remember that's going to keep coming back later down the road.
And you know, fun fact, real quick. While I was watching that, and they showed his little snippet of him, the rose, and him in the room, all that shit.
Oh yeah, going back, he's falling from the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
All that. shit.
I never noticed this until now, but there's a broken red eye vial.
No
I
shit.
feel like he took the opening with him standing in wherever they were, and he's
Yeah.
just mowing people down.
Yeah.
Has the smile, the blood trickling. I think that's why he lost his eye.
Really? So it could have been
Because
the red eye.
he took the red eye to say "fuck everybody."
I'm gonna
If
fucking.
this is how I'm going out,
I'm clapping hammers.
exactly.
All right. So to me, and then, however, my favorite episode, and this is probably going to be my hot take, is My Funny Valentine, and
Okay.
it's only
I can argue. Yeah.
and it's only because it finally humanizes Faye.
Yeah.
You know, like it shows where she comes from or where she tried to come from.
What's the other episode? There's My Funny Valentine. The
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody kind of fell a little. Well, you know what?
Which is understandable
The thing-
because it's a definitely
I
a
like the
more Ed
twist.
centric
I like the twist.
episode.
But
So and
damn, I might be
so
rating
to
it
me,
too low.
my 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 funny
wasn't too
Valentine,
bad. Yeah.
my funny Valentine finally starts to show her human side.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's gonna keep coming more towards the end and more with this other journey that you guys are gonna take on that. That being said, I would probably give it a 9. But that being said, for this next arc, I'm already calling it because this is my favorite arc. It features both me and Bo's episode, probably a few that you're going to enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
A more Tarantino
Yeah.
episode. Right now, I'm calling
Yeah.
it. Next arc is going to be
18.
that's my perfect rating. That is a 10 point. That's my
Yeah.
10 rating.
Damn, next
Yeah,
five?
dude.
Next 5, bro.
6 to 20, bro.
16 to
I can't
20,
wait now.
16 to 20, bro. That is the perfect rating right there, bro.
Bro,
Wow.
dude, there's one in there. It's episode 18.
Which one? Wild Horses?
No, my
No,
Parole
that's
of
20.
Fate.
Wild Horses,
That's 20.
Rolling Stones, dude. Like this is fucking incredible,
Dude,
Bro,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
these are just the titles, but no, that's 20, and then Wild Horses is right before.
Dude.
Like everything's
right,
musical. All the episodes.
Yes.
There's 26 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So technically, our last review
it's gonna be 6.
episodes.
Yeah, because we want to just knock
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Well, not only that, but the last two are one,
Right.
two
Oh, it's like
parters.
a
So,
split
yeah,
part. Oh,
it's
okay,
just like
okay.
Jupiter Jazz, where they actually did 2-parters. Is the last 2 episodes.
Okay, no, I'm
So,
cool with
and
that,
you're
yeah.
going to see these parallels keep coming back again.
Yes.
The past,
stoked.
about some of them being stuck in the past, and then some trying to escape their past.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, yeah, no, this is going to be the arc. Now, this is the penultimate arc too, because after this, we're
We're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, this is, I can already tell you, me and Bo have our favorite episodes there. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a fucking thrill ride on this. If Dennis does his homework and Chuck does as well, you guys will probably be entertained as
I
well.
wish they fucking would.
But I'm going to tell you, this is, I already
Yeah.
called it, it's a 10 rating for me.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be hard to fight with the last 5 or last 6, but they're close. They're close.
I mean, to me,
basically these last 10 episodes are
Yeah, this is
fucking
gonna
great.
be. Yeah, you guys are gonna be entertained on these
Yeah.
last 10 for sure.
I gotta say, like, especially that one, because that's the one I watched during Halloween always.
Yeah.
Because it has that Halloween vibe to
And then
me.
Wild Horses has a lot of aviation shit, so you know
Right.
them about that anyway.
Yeah.
So
And just the kind of throwbacks to old, like, it's good. Yeah, the next 10 episodes are just as great, if not better, than the previous.
yeah,
Like,
no, the last 10 are probably gonna be what's gonna be the great payoff for y'all
yeah,
for sure.
exactly. Like, and I think Perot Le Fay was probably one of the first or second episodes I seen,
Mm-hmm.
and that was one of the other ones I was like, yo, this show's fucking crazy. Like,
So Big Red,
Wow.
there's gonna be 2 episodes on this next arc that you're probably gonna get the most Tarantino out of.
oh yeah,
That to me, that's because these are. I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna be either episode 16 or 20, but those are gonna be your favorite episodes.
yeah, they're.
I
These
just know your
next five
wavelength.
are-
I know your style, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna say that though either one of those is gonna be your favorite episode.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so the next episode we're gonna do will be in the new year. It will be 2020 when we come back.
That being said, Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Year.
I
Raise
want
a
to thank
glass.
Torrin
T-Bone.
for coming through.
Merry Krampus.
Matter of fact, Torrin, do you have anything you want to plug?
Oh,
Go ahead, give him the mic.
Just I guess my podcast, man.
Okay.
Like Hero Hotel, especially. I really like that one.
Hero Hotels?
And,
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's on the app, the Pinna app, and it's also the first 3 episodes are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Hashtag World Domination.
Hashtag
Doing
World
it.
Domination. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. Follow me on Instagram at TornWT.
Gang, gang.
Awesome. Aruba, you got any events you want to plug real quick?
I'll be right behind Red right here.
Whispering in his ear.
Then wait, no. Go back to standing up because we can actually see his whole head.
Oh,
Right there.
Make him visible again.
Perfect.
Bill Burr in the house.
Now you can't see him.
Aziz Ansari.
Go on tour with them.
Now he's gone again.
But yeah, you got any
So
events?
I do have a show tomorrow. It's
Okay.
it's a Create and Chill event at it's in Waimama. Yeah, it's on Sunday. Yeah, did I say tomorrow? Sorry. So I meant Sunday. Create and Chill. Follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. Dennis Aruba, D Aruba. You'll get tickets on there for Create and Chill. Thank you very much for doing
Nice.
that.
Besties.
I appreciate that.
Sunday.
I'm going to go and purge.
Saturday.
Really? Really?
I do want to say I am on the same. I do help Torrin out in his podcast with Pinna and hilarious. Yeah, when I want to, I do right on there. Check out Pinna. I do owe you jokes.
Oh, shit.
Torrin,
We gonna do this right now?
Torrin is his joke pip, and Dennis is like, joke.
Give me your
You
jokes.
better have my jokes.
Joke.
Bitch, better have my jokes.
It's my jokes now.
All right.
But that's all I got. I appreciate it. Thank you
grandma
very
made me
much.
those jokes.
Thank you.
All right,
I
let's
love
give
you.
them a round of applause, please. Appreciate that. All right, so the next episode will be in the new year. We're going to do something a little interesting. We are going to have your next 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, but we are going to be reviewing Clue. We're going to be.
Out of nowhere.
We're going to.
You're adding.
We're
None
gonna,
of us
no,
knew about this,
What are you,
to
the
be
host
fair.
or something?
We're gonna be
It's like
possibly.
it's your fucking show or something.
We may even live review it if we can work that out. We'll have to talk about
Come
that.
on, Serge.
But
Clue.
Clue,
watch it live.
there will be a reason.
Oh.
I'm gonna need y'all to tune in because y'all gonna enjoy this episode. I promise
On
you.
Right there on
Facebook
the
in
casting
particular.
couch.
Yes, I promise you guys will enjoy it. We're gonna try something a little different, have a little fun with it.
On
so
Facebook would be
tune
better.
in. Yes, definitely on Facebook Live, Ohio Radio. Follow that
So
shit.
no Mandy.
Watch
And-
all the shows.
I know, right?
That's gonna
Since
come.
the
Don't
first
worry.
episode.
But we're going to go to Clue.
By the
Um,
way, we made a bet.
It's gonna
Bucks
happen.
win more games than the Browns. You buy me a highlight.
We fucking did, didn't
Uh-oh.
we? Son of a...
They're gonna handle that off the air.
Which
Which happened? If
Just
the
one?
Browns can't get
So
Listen.
let me get this.
Show
done
me
here.
the tape.
So what is that?
No,
what
the Bucks
what
might
day
be
is that?
actually
Hold
8-8.
No, the Bucks got a good record. We don't.
Bucks are gonna win 8, man.
All right, so
Oh wait, so if we win,
I'd be
one
okay
more,
with that.
check me out here.
We'll see.
Let the homie.
All right, January 10th is the next episode. Mark that shit. We're gonna have some fun that day. So, Clue in the next 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. Trust me. But all right, I want to thank my Bodega Pirate for showing up here.
Y'all stay
Appreciate
hydrated so we
you.
don't thirst for these hoes.
Right.
All
Oh my god!
God, he's got a catchphrase already and everything.
I'm with that.
Damn, I don't even have one.
Matter of fact,
How do you
matter of fact, hold up.
That's my man.
Rehydrate, motherfucker.
Did you just tell us all to jerk off?
I want
You need to stay hydrated, you son of a bitch.
I want to thank
Tell us
Chuck
all to jerk off.
for coming in. Thank you, Chuck.
As
Any,
always,
do it. I'm
thank
down.
you,
any last
everybody.
words?
I want to thank everybody for listening over the past 6 months. The show's only going to get better as it
It's been
goes on.
6 months.
Yeah, right.
Holy shit!
It's going to get better as it goes on. We have big things coming. And try to get some bigger people in here for interviews.
No offense.
Suge Knight's a massive guy. Let's get him in.
Right.
And I encourage everybody going into the
I'm
next
a big
year.
Suge Knight fan. Let's get him.
Dude, let's try to see if we
keep
can
the,
call him in prison.
That would be so awesome.
Last episode, I encouraged everybody to do something nice for somebody. You know,
Hell yeah.
has to play forward. Just because it's past Christmas, it's the new year. Keep it going.
Oh yeah.
Keep it going for the full year. Keep it going for
Keep that shit
2020.
going.
Keep doing something nice for somebody.
All right.
Chuck,
I actually did it
make sure Krampus.
I did,
at
yeah.
work, so.
All right. Red.
Yep.
Any last words, Red?
Be nice to every fucking buddy, man.
Yes.
Like, you know.
We're all in this together.
That's it. That's all I got.
Be fucking nice.
Be nice to everybody.
Just be nice.
All right.
Everyone,
Y'all
love
have a happy and safe
everybody.
New
Don't be
Year.
a fucking
Let's-
dick. You know what I'm saying?
Happy and safe
I
New
wanna,
Year. Raise a glass.
Again,
all
thank
that-
everybody for tuning
I just
in.
finished my beer.
Liking, subscribing.
Raise an empty can, baby.
There's empty cans.
And yeah, so we'll be back. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and close this shit out with Dynasty.
Word.
Magnificent.
I could have played that here. We would
You
never
got?
use it.
Oh, I didn't
Come
know.
on, man. Where do you think you got that song?
Well, then go ahead and play that shit.
Son?
You got it?
Yeah,
You ready?
Load it up right now.
All right. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Boda Full Capital L. I appreciate y'all for liking, sharing, whatever the hell, commenting, joining us.
Show us some
Trust
love on
me,
Facebook.
The next episode, you guys are want to be here. It's gonna be fucking something. All right. I promise you. I'm a man of my
Wait,
word.
We're gonna be on fucking something, or
No,
We're not
trust me,
fucking
it's
anything.
That'll
surprise,
be a fun episode.
right? Everybody on
I want to
shrooms.
fuck a female
For
but,
real.
like, I don't want to be fucking.
But
something.
all right, Serge.
Show us some love on Facebook.
Go ahead
Tell us what
and
you want us to talk about.
do that
Tell
too.
us.
Drop some comments. But I want to thank y'all again. I love y'all. Peace. Go ahead, Serge.
Tonight, I will be magnificent. I will be better than I ever been. I will be free. I will shine bright, reflect the limelight. Do it like this is my last time. I won't be me. Can you see me? Standing in front of the crowd with a sound that resounds like thunder. Make 'em so proud. When I rock loud, 'cause I shut 'em down and make MCs wonder how I can do it like this. At any given time, give me 16 bars. I can get mine. Look at you fun. That I'm nothing more than a messenger that's blessed to give the rhyme. I stay on my grind, trying to find my treasure. Diamonds more under pressure. Spit it so clear, make them all see the picture. Nothing like spitting for those who really get you tonight. I will be magnificent. I will be better than I ever been. I will amaze you. True to myself, they can't change me. I will be hip hop, you don't stop. I will be sitting on the edge of a dream, and I'm always this close. I've been rocking mics up and down the East Coast, done radio shows when I open mic host. I once even warmed up the crowd the most, but none of that matters when you still punching in, taking calls, and when it all falls down, I'm left wondering where the fire went and how to get it back into my environment. 'Cause right now I'm looking for retirement. I've been doing this so long, and I'm still aspiring. Time moving, looking at the clock, 'cause it ain't enough to be the dopest MC on the block. I need more of it. I give you all of me with no frontin'. I need y'all to love it, and even if you don't, I'm still coming. Vote for anything if you don't stand for something tonight. I will be magnificent. I will be better than I ever been. I will amaze you. True to myself, they can't change me. I will be hip hop, you don't stop. I change what I can, the things I control. The rest of this, I just let it roll. Say goodbye to the girl with the stagnated flow. I only make music that's
Yo, shout out to DY. You already know what it is. Tune in tomorrow. We got the triple header. We got cover 2 conversations, 2 p.m. 5 p.m. we got 2 p.m. we got the assembly line. 5 p.m. we got cover 2 conversations. And at 7 p.m. we got chopping it up with 8 p.m. chopping up Star Share. Y'all tune in tomorrow. You already know what it is.